And like that, we're back from coaches to casuals, grassroots to the league. This is Open Gym. I'm Coach Q.
Coach T, who I be.
Coach Way Too Nice, Coach Wayne.
All right. We back again. It's another one. We got a special guest. I'll allow him to introduce himself, his platform, and a little bit of who he is. G, the investor, Hoop Lounge TV. I don't know what you want to be introduced as. Talk to us, brother.
Man, G, man, we'll just keep it simple, man.
Okay.
What's going on, man? I'm the host at Hoop Lounge TV, but we sit back, kick back, talk about hoops, man. I'm into investing. I love the market. I deal with real estate. And for the most part, man, what I really like to do is just coach travel ball, man, with them kids. I coach TLBA, and that's kind of my way of giving back. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, man. So that's where I'm at, man. That's what I do. And I'm located down there in Hickory. I mean, I'll just say Hickory, man, because that's where everybody know. But it's really a small town called Lenore. But
Okay.
Yeah, but I say rep your city, bro. Don't. Hey, yo, hey, that'd be funny because we go to school and everybody be like, "Yo, I'm from Charlotte." Nah, bro, you from Concord. It's okay.
yeah.
Nah, bro, you from Huntersville. It's from Canoe. It's okay. Nah, rep where you from, bro, because hey, it matters, bro.
People don't know
they'll know it,
right?
Yeah, for real.
So I gotta, you know what I'm saying, get a circumference.
I got you. Nah, bro, from Lenore. Nah, for sure. So you out there from that way with Rob from then, right?
Yeah,
Rob Dillingham out that way, right?
Yeah, Denzel and them boys, you know. So I used to play ball with his brother.
Okay.
And stuff. He a little bit younger than me, man, but his brother good though. He good, 6'3" point guard. He good.
I think at one point in time his brother was, I think, training him and everything like that. So early on everything, yeah. So that's a. So what year you came out then?
Man, I came out 07, man.
07?
Yeah, I came out 07.
Okay.
So I came out with Conley, OJ Mayo, them boys ish around here. You know what I'm saying?
You was in that class.
Yeah, Steph and all them. Yeah, so
did you ever come across some of them?
Yeah, I grew up playing with them.
Okay.
Yeah, just Ish played with us in travel ball. Then we had big
so
and all us.
You know what? We just fell into something already because I was picking when you said Lenore and we got there. So this kind of goes back to the conversation we had before when we was talking about when Steph and Ish left the Charlotte Stars to go play.
Oh, they joined him.
Forest City, right?
Yeah. So Ish came with us because Ish wasn't playing.
Yeah.
He was behind CJ and then Steph.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? Now CJ's who we remember. Like he used to kill us.
CJ Young. Oh yeah. CJ was
CJ was a man early though, bro. He just a dog early on.
Yeah.
So after that, man, that's where we got Ish from. And then Ish started playing, and then kind of took off, and we kind of started winning games and stuff.
Nah, because I was telling the whole background of the story I had got. I think it was Anthony Moore was here, and I was telling him how, we was talking about how I was talking to Ish's mom, and she was like, "Yeah, we was rocking with the Charlotte Stars, and then we just had to make a move that was best for us." And, I made that move and took him to Forest City, and everything took off from there though. But it's funny we bring it full circle that you was on that team and the brother playing with you though. So that's dope though.
Man. Yeah,
so fellas, we love the top 5 conversation. Often we always think top 5. Who's your GOAT, right? But we're gonna throw it a little different this week. It's the start of football season. Heard you talking a little bit about football before we started. Gilly and Cam, they done got in a little beef over top 10 quarterback. I'm gonna ask y'all what's top 5 going into week 1 NFL quarterbacks. Give me y'all top 5
in the league right now.
Lamar
and as you do it, let us know who you repping this year.
I'm a Panthers fan, but
all right,
Panthers all day. I'm Charlotte today. I got my keep pounding on right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying, especially during that Cam era. But but I'd say, man, if I'm gonna go with somebody I want to win, is I want Lamar to win.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I want him to get him one, man.
Yeah.
So Lamar's your one.
Yep, Lamar's my one. I'll say Allen.
Mhm.
Josh
Allen number 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. I just
Over Patty.
God, you threw me one for that one. I was just
It's
popping. Just
debatable.
said that. Yeah, in my head. Let me see. I really like a healthy Joe Burrow though. On some real shit.
Mhm.
Oh, all 3 of them over Patty.
Nah, I'm just.
Oh, okay, you just give it
Talking
a
5,
Okay, okay.
Because I was about to say, I don't know if I can put them in order, but I thought I can give you the 5.
Yeah.
Oh, y'all
I'll
doing
give
Mount
you
Rushmore.
5,
Just,
yeah.
let's put it on 4 in the Mount Rushmore right now.
Okay, yeah.
So we ain't even got to order it up.
Okay, so 4. Let me see.
But no respect to the Super Bowl winner. Damn.
He's more of a game manager to me, dog.
Damn.
You know
All
what I
right, so
mean?
you going to Cam right on this? Okay.
Hey,
Okay.
it's
okay.
a true route to go, though.
You know what I'm saying, man? I ain't knocking it. It's-
Ain't nothing wrong with that, though.
Shit. I don't know my other one, man. Let me just think.
Let me see. So I got Lamar. Got Lamar for sure.
Mhm.
Josh for sure.
Mhm.
Quarterback. That boy that played last night for them daggone for them
Herbert.
Whoa.
I was about to say that. You
Herbert looked pretty good.
Oh,
Now, I don't know if he
yeah.
top 5 though, but he
Yeah.
looked real
Yeah.
good
Nah,
last
he
night.
close.
though.
Give you that. Yeah.
I mean, you got to throw Patty in the mix for the top 5 for sure. You can't leave him out.
It's kind of hard, man.
Hey, y'all forgetting one.
Who?
He just won. Jalen Hurts.
They don't believe him.
Gotta put him in there.
They don't believe him. It's all right, but they
You
don't believe him.
gotta put him in there.
What's my guy over there in Detroit? Is that golf?
Golf. Yeah. Jaden Daniels on the way. He right there.
He got to show a little bit more.
Right.
He
He
got
there because
he does though.
He got. I mean,
Playoffs.
I can't put him there and not put Jalen Hurts there.
Yeah.
That makes sense to you.
Yeah.
So it's like I think Jalen Hurts for me would be a 5B or 6 or something like that. But I don't see him 5. Because I feel like they're better than just quarterbacks that can just throw the ball better.
He got a lot of weapons.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
Jalen has I'm just thinking about the game they just played.
I'll put Joe Burrow over him. Like
Joe
you said.
Burrow for sure.
Burrow.
That's what I say. So we got Josh Allen, Joe Burrow,
Lamar
Lamar, Patty.
Patty.
Shit. That's tough right there. That last one is tough.
All right, Trey, give us your 5 while we wait.
I pretty much agree. I say Lamar, Allen, Burrow,
Patty.
Mahomes.
Yeah. But you
And
gonna
I gotta put Hurts in there.
okay.
And I'm gonna tell you why. I mean, even though
me.
he had, the running game with Saquon cut up, but in the games that mattered, he marched them down the field. He made the passes, even though you might say game manager, he won big games. I mean,
it ain't a slight though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I just think
elite game manager. Elite.
it ain't a slight. You know what I'm saying?
right.
If I'm coaching that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm taking it too. But
Yeah.
I just think he's a hell of a game manager.
Right.
Got you.
I just-
All right, so fellas, steering our way into basketball. It is fall. Fall is upon us. That means a lot for just different age groups. We have fall ball for kids in general. High school, you about to get into them fall leagues. You're starting to segue your way into the coaches walking into the gym, speaking to different kids, programs. Like you're deciding if you're going to have a fall season, especially if you're elementary, middle school. You're kind of going through the process of that. So we got some dads here. We got a program manager here or director here. Right now with your son, where are you at with the fall? Is he going to play fall ball? Is he going to do football? Taking his time to rest. How are y'all approaching fall?
For me, I got my little man playing football right now.
Okay.
I ain't no big fan of rest like that because I think rest is subjective. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So if he's already I got him on the rest, he homeschool too. So I do the homeschool with him.
Okay.
So we get that done. Man, we done by 1 or 2. You know what I'm saying? I give him a little 2 a day. He come to practice with me, because I help over there at OT Moravian. Yeah. So I forgot. Yeah. So he's there, and then I give him Friday, Saturday, Sunday off. You know what I mean? So I don't believe in all that too much rest. He's 10. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what
all
I'm
they
saying?
do is run.
Yeah, you know what I mean? I ain't killing them, but get out there, go play sometime. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's where I'm at with it. And I ain't doing nothing.
Oh, go ahead.
No. Go ahead, man.
Program director and dad. Trey, talk to us. Is there a difference in your approach with son, and then you have a whole program in which it seems like you're looking to do a younger age group, right?
Mm-hmm.
Talk to us.
Before I get into me though, I just wanted to ask a question on the homeschool. Do you do that or the mother?
Yeah, no. I do it because she worked from home. You know, she worked 2 jobs from the crib. So I go get him in the morning. I do the home. I sit with him. You know what I'm saying? I make him read it and everything, but he answers the question. Whatever he needs me, I'm there because I'm in the library with him. So I'm doing work, and if he needs me, like I'm. And
is this like a curriculum that you've prepared, or is this like a
Mia Academy? It's Mia Academy.
Mia Academy.
Yeah, Mia Academy. So I just pay for it online. You know what I'm saying? And then it's got the classes.
So how does that accreditation work with that?
Yeah.
Man, that's a good question, man. I just know this. I know at the end of the year, as long as I get him, it's called a CAT test.
Yeah.
So, he gets that and I send that back to the state. But as everybody know, that it's not a pass or fail thing.
No, of course.
It's just paperwork. It's just to show
it's actually learning and just,
right. You feel what I'm saying?
Retaining the information.
Yeah, that's it. And
what's crazy is I was actually homeschooled 5th through 8th grade, I want to say.
Okay.
Yeah, in which you still have to like take the standardized test and different things like that.
So how does
that
translate to like a school system then, like as far as the cert? So since it goes to the state, is automatically a certification through the state that qualifies for each county or public school?
I can only talk about almost 20. Well,
did they say
that was almost like 25 years ago when I think about being in elementary, middle school.
Gotcha.
I'm sure a lot of things have changed since then. During that time, because my older brother actually graduated homeschool, where it's like certain tests that you have to take. And like these are like your core subjects, like the math, English, history, XYZ, and you still have to, and even during like the process of it, each year you have to pass it, or you can't really be quote unquote promoted. That's how it was then. It could be different now.
Did they send y'all like a packet, like that maybe matched what the schools did, or?
I had to ask.
Yeah,
I was a little kid trying to figure out how to cheat.
Right.
So, G, are you looking to eventually push him into like a charter, private, or something as he gets older to play sports, or just
Yeah, man. When I cross that bridge, we'll get there. But I say close
time now.
Yeah, I got plenty of time, man. I feel like I could teach him more than what school can.
Oh no, I definitely understand that part.
Yeah, so it's just more. I know if he goes to middle school, he has to go to school like for 2 periods
at least.
Oh yeah, at least. So so I don't know, man. He could be, you know what I'm saying? He could be doing some type of prep stuff by the time he's middle school with all these fall leagues and stuff. Him wanting to play baseball, you know what I mean? So just to be real, I ain't really got no answer for it, but I'll just cross it when I get there.
Oh no, I was just curious because a thought process that goes into it, because I'm pretty sure there are parents or kid out there going through that same situation, and they may be about to cross that line of saying, okay, we're 6th grade going into 7th, and my child wants to play a school sport like some of their peers that they're playing with. How that pressure go. And I'm pretty sure they're tuning in like, oh, so what is that process? How does that work? How does that qualify via charter, via CMS, via prep, or whatever county they may be in? But that's just just inquiring information. But that's dope though. The child.
Yeah, and we actually gonna walk our way a little bit closer into this with a little bit of that Kendrick Perkins conversation that's bubbling right now. Public versus prep, and kind of which one is better, or if there is a better in it. But before that, fellas,
back to your question. I did. I tried to swerve.
Try to swerve what he was doing.
And by the way, this is apple juice. All right, but back to it, man. With my son, the approach is, man, he old enough to make decisions. The school had a couple workouts. He didn't go. Of course, everybody that's watching, the new 2K then came out. So he been on that. And I'm like, 2K ain't gonna help your game. You know what I'm saying? So, if you're gonna do that, be ready for what's to come when tryouts come, So on the dad tip, I'm just letting him be a man about the situations, like
how old is
he's 16.
Oh, okay, bet.
So like at that age, I knew what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted to get a job.
So you letting him learn from all his experiences.
Yeah, bro. I'm doing it.
You done not in a sense done step back, but you like, hey, it's really on you, the ball in your court.
And I'm giving him every situation. And I'm letting him know you could be in the room with this kid or this kid because you've been doing it long enough, and but if you're not gonna put the work in, you see me go to the gym Monday, Wednesday. I was in there today with a young group, starting over with some young boy. If you're not getting up and saying, yo, dad, can we get there a little early? Can I get the shots? Bro, I'm not dragging you to the gym.
I'm with you on that.
So, with that,
I get it, bro.
Yeah, on the dad note, that's what I'm doing. But on the program side, I'm starting young. I had older boys, high school boys last year, but I want to get some youngins, and it's been joy.
I about to say it's a joy. It's a joy to you, bro. It's a joy
it's joyful, bro. Like I get in there with those young boys. I'm like, and they listen, and it's yes, sir, and they looking at you. You can tell they ain't at that puberty stage where they think they know it. When they get a little hair kicked in, get a little hair to their arms, you know what I mean? Like that, and I used to hear guys say it, and I seen it, and now with this group, it's joyful. I leave the gym, I'm like, yo, I'm excited. Like,
you excited to get back in the gym again with them? Yeah, bro.
That's what's up, man.
So we got a 6th grade, and we're gonna play tomorrow. I told them, like, just play together, discipline. Play hard. Those are the 2 things. Like, we'll get back in the gym and fix it. Yeah. Like, just, step by step, practice by practice, just come in and, we'll fix what's broken. You know what I mean?
I'm with it.
Yeah.
Got you. Wayne?
Oh, well, I start from a dad's perspective, more so just working on the body and the mind, really building up the mental state, the spiritual state, working on that body, because it's going to be a new experience. More than anything, you got to be able to handle the ups and downs of what may happen. No longer is someone else can be to blame for things. It's going to be you. It's going to be him. You know what I mean? It's going to be y'all 2, y'all 3, y'all 4. No longer can you look back like, well, nah, I don't know. It's on y'all. You know what I mean? So really just, building and strengthening that mental and that spiritual, being able to lay on something when things don't go your way. Like, how do you handle that that bad day, that bad game, that bad practice, things don't, so just really building that part. Really have been in the weight room, building a regimen. So every morning there's a regimen of squats, weightlifting, presses, curls, working on the core and the body. Like, well, you might can't put the weight on, but you can be stronger. Yeah. More than anything else. He's doing a lot with his team, so there's no need to really tap into the training as much, as more so just fine tuning things. So when we do get our one-on-ones, it's a lot of like just reps on just game decisions. You know what I mean? So putting them in game modes of different things. Okay, how you come off this string? So if he jumps that fade, just working on just the different nuances of the game, not necessarily focusing on just a full workout, but just particulars, being real detail oriented. Now, from a coaching standpoint, just, man, on the girls' side, man, I love just being in the gym with my girls, you know what I mean? So, like, we just building up from everything, you know what I mean? It's going to be a new season. We just very excited for what can be for us and everything. So we just been building, staying in that lab, staying in that gym. Right now, a lot of us are conditioning. You know what I mean? We, being at Chambers, we're blessed to have terrain that really benefits the conditioning. So we have stairs, we have like 8 flights of stairs that they can run up outside. We have hills and everything they can, run up and everything, along with just the track. Oh yeah, man.
You gotta show me where them hills at.
Oh, the hills on the backside. Yeah, bro. You got big hills on the backside. You got the trail that runs from James Martin, that whole street that runs up. It's just different plateaus. That's building that body up. You know what I mean? So, just taking advantage of all the opportunities we have, being in the gym, not being in the gym. Just we have no off days in a sense. So I mean, even if it's a mental day, that's still not an off day.
I agree.
I agree, bro. We're still tapping in with each other. It may not be a physical in the gym or outside, but we tapping in mentally with each other. You know what I mean? So just building that camaraderie, with the girls we have, and making sure they, build that sisterhood, man. More, it's like on the boys' side, you had that brotherhood. You come to that family, got to build the same thing on the female side as well. And man, just help building that IQ. So it's just been a blessing to be back in the gym, new school year, bro. It's like walking around with smiles on the faces right now. Like, well, I'm so excited.
Did you land all the prospects you wanted?
We building, bro. We building like I don't know what. Like,
he had to go in the lab. I was gonna ask you a different way.
In the lab, bro. In the lab, bro.
In the lab, boy. He coming with him,
Listen here. So I will say it's good to see like our returning seniors. You know, what I mean?
Yeah,
They've taken a step forward as far as their leadership role and how they've been leading and guiding our younger players and everything like that. So it's been a blessing, bro. It's been a blessing. That's one thing I can't say. Like I said,
that's a great way to put it.
Yes, sir, for sure.
It's been a blessing.
You know, I'm always recruiting. Where the girls team at? I need a We Just Hoop girls team.
Hey, it may be in the works.
I always got to throw it in.
It may be in the works.
Yeah.
Hey,
I need that.
If the contracts are right.
Oh yeah. Oh, it's gonna be all
There
right.
you go.
Hey, ain't no raping you. No, we ain't doing that. No.
I'd say with my young one, y'all just seen him. He walking around in the cast right now. So that's his own interesting little thing where he's it's kind of itching him to get back.
Yeah.
But it's so much you could do. Luckily, it wasn't like a full break. It was what they call like a bubble fracture because he's still growing. It didn't fracture and crack. It just bubbled up. So he's probably maybe 2 weeks out, but he was like really excited for it. Like he had a couple camps that he was supposed to go to. A couple coaches that called and was like, "Hey, we're coming down to see you like during this week." And like he's real kind of low off the fact that like
we couldn't do it.
Yeah, well, they talked to him, but they like, we gotta come back because we came to see you.
Yeah.
And so like there's a difference between like seeing you on the sideline and be like, all right, well, you look all right, but they're coming to see you.
Yeah.
So with him, he was like, damn, I feel like this little wrist it missed me on a couple opportunities. Like I feel like I could have landed a couple of these, but now what I told him is that right now it's a moment to prep yourself to where when it is time, when they come back around, it's still, and I'm gonna tap in with you on like,
for sure,
the idea of exactly what this live period is, quote unquote,
for sure.
But to be prepared. So like the squats, like you said, the weightlifting, like the real regimen to it. Where last time we had episode, I was kind of speaking to that we kind of stepped away from like skill set training for a while, where we was just building body. And then I was making him want it a little bit.
Yeah.
To where like it got to a point where he was like, hey Dad, when can we get back in the gym? When can we do XYZ? And we had just got back in for like 2 weeks, and we were starting to build our way back up into like this is where we want to be at. And then, you know, them early school workouts. I get that call at 4:00. I'm like, wait, I ain't done till 5. This means something.
Yeah.
And he's like, Dad, I think I can't move my wrist. I'm like, God damn. but so it's been fun. Like just because it's been able to take him away to where again he's back at the wanted stage. Yeah. So he can't wait to get it off.
Well, that's that time and that God's time.
And I was gonna say, I think also having your peer, like, you know, with him and Zai kind of going through the same process right now. He was able to make it that, and like they really asked about him at the camp. You know what I mean? It's like, yo, where your boy at? You know what I mean? So
Presbyterian?
No, Coastal.
Coastal, yeah, Coastal.
And then so they came up Thursday. You know,
yeah.
And then we had a few coaches in the gym this morning as well. So like even seeing that process with them kind of, you know, looking back to my son as well, you know, as a dad, it's like even seeing that process from afar and seeing how it's, you know, matriculating even with the other guys leaving. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, where from afar you'd be like, oh man, I guess ain't gonna be the coaches in the gym no more. Since it's the trio done left. It's like, no,
it's a new group coming in.
They still in there.
Yeah,
they still in there.
And like this is your opportunity, and as you said, like this is be the year where they get to step in front and like you can't blame anybody else. Oh no, so it's gonna be fun for them. I think it's gonna be a real fun, interesting learning experience because they get kind of pushed into the front. But yeah, nonetheless, I think that this would be a good segue. I'm gonna tap on my guy, the engineer, and get him to pull this one up. I think it'd be interesting to start off. You told us that your son plays, or he's homeschooled right now. A lot of people that homeschool, they tend to, and start off with Perk.
Yeah, start off Perk first. Yeah,
start off with Perk. Like they tend to go the prep route where I don't know. I think maybe even what is it? CPI is a new one. Maybe they're not. Maybe they have an in school now. But there's a bunch of different.
So they're tied to Phoenix Montessori.
Okay, yeah. All right. So yeah,
that's what the academic part is at right now. So.
But it's a bunch of different prep schools in the area where they take the homeschool kids, and there's a lot of parents that turn to homeschool and kind of use that time. I think the Ellis boys did that for a while.
Well, but a
Yeah.
lot of people don't know there are a lot of situations where you can literally attend your school, your public school, and play for somebody else.
Oh yeah,
Like,
it's a bunch of those.
You got like Elevation Prep, you got
Mhm.
Charlotte Elite, you got a
Yep.
lot of different places where literally you don't have to attend that place to play ball for them.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So, and it kind of helps them recruit players in the sense because you ain't gotta leave that school, you can still do the day-to-day there. And
Lab U like that too.
I think Lab U is like
Yeah.
that. I'm not sure. But
Yeah, Lab U is it
It's
is
one
like
of those.
that.
Okay, cool. So yeah, so it's
But saying that to say,
a lot of different situations.
push play on it.
High school at any level, regular public school is not the answer. They're wasting 3 hours of their day doing at their school that's not benefiting them, and they're getting behind the 8 ball. Athletes around the country, those top tier players, the ones that are taking basketball serious, they are either in homeschool or prep school. Math, reading, writing. The other part of your days need to be dedicated to working on your craft, because if you're not, you're going to be behind in the game of basketball.
All right, I'm gonna play devil's advocate. If you can't wake up in the morning, get your work done, go to school, go to practice, do it the old school way, I believe you're not going to become a well-rounded person. Now listen, first 2 years you can go to regular school. If you're nice like that, then do what everyone else is doing and moving their kids to these prep schools. But to go 4 years of prep school where your whole value as a human being is basketball, I think is dangerous.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's dangerous.
Pause that one to I was about to call you sound Newton. Go to the Jeff Teague one. He offers a little bit of where he was going at.
Yeah,
School is just like not good. Like you need to be as normal as possible because now you enter the world in college where it's business and nothing is. You're never learning like normal life skills that you learn when you're a kid. My biggest fear is that like when basketball, because basketball is gonna let you down at some point.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's sooner than later.
Mm-hmm.
How are you gonna be able to handle that? Because you never had a normal life.
Yeah, you don't have no friends, no nothing to lean on.
All your friend is basketball players. You lock in a basketball because you're trying to get a basketball scholarship
Right.
to help benefit with your life. Like you getting an NIL deal or whatever.
NBA, cool.
Make it to NBA is a plus. Everybody goes to make it to the league, whatever. But you lock in, get that free schooling, get that money from that school.
Yeah.
But then you also get to live a normal life, do normal stuff while you still at school. And then if you make it to the NBA, you work hard and do your thing, make it to the league. Cool. But don't put all your eggs. I'm saying some people, I put all my eggs in one basket. I had nothing else.
Yeah, it was funny. There's a legendary tweet of Damian Lillard talking to Mikey Williams, and he was like, "I'm locked in,
Let him finish that.
bro. I ain't going to prom." He said, "Bro, go to prom, bro. You can go spend 2 hours and go hang with your peers, bro. The gym will be there."
All right, that's a good spot to stop it at. I'm gonna throw to you, G, first. Welcome. What would you say your POV on this is?
On which one? The Kendrick or the
just
Jeff
the entire conversation. They kind of, I think they're responding to Kendrick Perkins' initial statement, and it's the balance of prep and public. And yeah, I mean, if one is valid and one invalidates the other one, I think the idea is that prep in general, if you're trying to play and be a pro, you should go prep. That's Kendrick Perkins' general POV. What's his name? Jeff T. Yeah,
Channing Frye.
Channing Frye and Jeff T.
Teague,
In essence, they're saying, I think that in general, you need life skills. Even, you know, whether you're a basketball player, you hit college, there's going to be ups and downs. And if you don't have real life skills that you develop with going around regular people, then it's going to hurt you even as like a basketball player or professional.
For me, I think the first question I have to ask, like, what is life skills? Like, for me personally, I don't think you need to go to school to figure out life skills. You know what I mean? Like, I think you can be around extracurricular activities and learn life skills, as long as you're around a social environment. Like, you know what I'm saying? As far as the Kendrick Perkins situation, I kind of agree with that. I do believe public high school is watered down. With me being at Moravian and coaches are coming in all the time. from D1, mid-major, high mid-major, going on down. We had some SEC schools there. I mean, they're not really tapping in with public high school unless they already are recruiting a kid that they seen in travel ball.
Yeah.
So like they're not really into that, because I mean, let's be real. Like I coached at High Brighton for 4 years, assistant head coach, right? I had to beg high school kids to want to come play, to come work out.
You said you coached where?
At High Brighton High School.
High Brighton?
Yep, High Brighton High School, yeah.
Where is that?
In Lenore. It's in Lenore, yeah. Small.
And that's public?
Yeah, that was public. So I coached there for 4 years. I was with my son. So we was there. But those kids, like I had to beg those kids to want to come play, to want to come work out, versus me being at the prep school. These kids are asking me, you know what I'm saying, to train them. And these kids are we got this one kid named Marcus. He decommitted from Iowa State to come to Moravian, play to Dreamers. And he's more coachable.
So it can open up his recruitment.
Yeah.
Okay,
You know what I'm saying? But like, I just, from my experience, just being in the public school, I feel like you're more pulling kids to play. You know what I'm saying? And even if you got a high school kid that's a very good kid, you know what I'm saying? I think the environment influences them too. You know what I mean? It influences them where they're not as consistent as they should be. They got a lot of distractions versus in prep school. I mean, bro, you out there in huts and little small town, and there's nothing to do out there. Gym open 24. Gym open 24/7.
So I see both sides of it. You know what I mean? Like, and I also feel like it's the area in which you're located, and the kind of community in which you kind of have around you when it comes to that sport. You know, and we're talking about basketball now, but like I feel like in possibly a smaller town or a smaller environment, you need to kind of get away from that, because
I agree.
You know, the opportunities might not present themselves. Like you were saying, you know, begging kids to come to the gym, but also see the flip side of being in a city like Charlotte, where you want to show up in front of your peers. I mean, like you're gonna put the work in. You're gonna want to be in the gym because you don't want to be on the flip side of what goes on in a city like Charlotte, where it's so competitive. So you don't want to be caught on the flip side of, oh yeah, them niggas terrible, they trash. You know, nobody wants to be the trash team.
I agree.
Especially if you're in the right conference.
Especially even being in the city, like I mean, like we had Sims on, and Sims has been a Garinger, and you know, just to come out his first game, they won last year, but to go against the stigma there, like it's hard to get kids to come in. Well, good kids that come over there just based on the name of Garinger, you know what I mean? But don't understand the work that's put in there. Them kids working probably harder than some of the kids at a bigger name school, just because of the stigmatization. But I feel like in an environment like those, I mean, it's beneficial for them kids to kind of stay where they are. Now, I do understand because I mean, like at Chambers, we've experienced it itself this past year. We had two 4-star recruits that played public basketball, and we're getting Power 5 offers. Now, with the new business side of it, it made sense for them to go to different schools, different environments. And it was and like I said, we talked about before, like their parents and their family made decisions that was made for them. Like, you know, Big Mac was on here. It's like, you know, do what's best for your household. They did what's best for their household in all them situations. You know, we have a dad on the couch now. He made their household made a decision that was best for them. And, you know, so I look at it from all aspects to where you got to do what's best for you, but I'm all for both sides. You know what I mean?
And I guess I'll try and land. I don't know. I probably have like a stronger opinion than the middle. I think prep is for the elite of the elite, and there's majority of prep kids get lost in prep, in my opinion. And not even like specifically like private, but like making a distinction between prep. Because of
that's a good point, because there's just between a private school and a prep school. Private is still kind of similar to like a public school environment where you're going to school from a structured time. Now that the resources are totally different. We talk about a prep school to where you're literally outsourcing the education from another entity, and you're just basically managing the basketball part of it.
And I think that the business side kicks in way early on prep.
Oh, for sure.
And like if you look at what is like the Lalameers or what's some of the bigger prep schools? I can't really think of prolific prep. It's like there's no farm system to it. Like each year they're bringing in 3 kids.
For sure.
Everybody else you can be a piece to that, but like maybe if you already have some clout going into it, you might withstand. But I think that there's a business focus to these kids that we done brought here, and we're trying to make sure that we keep this brand as what it is.
Yeah.
And I think that those kids benefit. I don't know if like the 10 kids benefit as much as maybe
the 4 or 5.
the three or four, maybe.
Nah, because everybody's not a Moravian prep. Everybody's not going to have 10 Power 5 D1s. You know what I mean? Like
Spires.
I mean Monteverde. You know, I mean places like that. Like you know, you're going to have 10. It's literally at Monteverde. There are 2 dudes sitting the bench that ain't gonna play. That's going to a Power 5.
Right.
Just because because of their resume that was built up over the summer, like you say, G, they've been recruited way before they even got there. Basically, just going there, just up the business side of it, the money side of it. So, I mean, like you say with the prep,
and this what I was going to land at really quickly. I think that for mid-major to maybe like possible D1 kids, I think that there's a space where if you don't have most of the metrics, you should probably play where you can best get value out of, if that makes sense. Like, so if you 6'7", 6'8", you probably, and like you one of those ones, we just seen 2 6'7", 6'8" kids leave, where it makes sense for them to go. Where either it's the money side or like you're trying to up your rank. But if you're 6'2", 6'3", 6'4", you're a freshman, sophomore, maybe even junior, and like you're just doing okay inside public, I don't think that you should specifically go, because I don't know what the value proposition of that is. But I would also say in public school, especially if you're inside like Charlotte, where you have some stronger conferences, like the Power 6 right now, where I think pretty much on every team, maybe besides for one, there's like 2 to 3 D1 prospects on it, to where every single day, not every single day, but once conference starts, every game is going to have somebody looking at something. Where you have like a Chambers in the North Mech, and now West Charlotte got a couple over there, where like there's multiple prospects every single time you step out. And I think that those situations make sense if you can get into it. But if you go to like, if you're in Lenore, you probably got to find a prep or private to go to if you really want to go. That's what we seen like the Rob Dillinghams and those guys do.
Yeah, you gotta. I'm gonna be real, man. You gotta be straight in AAU for that prep school shit's an opportunity. I'm gonna be real with that part, because like none of like that prep school circuit is like AAU.
Well, now I mean, talking about it's the EYBL joint, or you OTE, the OTE, or you EYBL.
Like, most of them guys, like, you know what I'm saying, you shoot the shit with, you see them. You know what I mean? So like, and it's relationship based too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
And here's what I mean by that too as well. It's like if I know you, right? If I know you create dogs and I know a kid's coming from your school, I'm not questioning nothing else
about that kid.
I'm trusting you, and I'm coming to see these 3 kids that you told me about.
Sure.
You know what I mean? And I think a lot of this stuff is based off relationships too, that you gotta have, because you can be a kid that goes to a school that they get a lot of notoriety, but that coach might not have relationships. You know what I'm saying? So parents gotta understand that too as well. And then for prep, I would say this too, outside of like you being a top 5 kid, back to what you were saying, why do you think you got a kid, right? And I know exactly what you're explaining, that is a Power 5 kid, but his ass don't get to play on a Moravian or prolific prep. Why do you think that is, though?
Nah, I'm pretty sure the practices are more than the game, but also I'm pretty sure there are politics that go into a lot of that stuff.
It is. It is. I'll say that too. But what I've seen, I must just be real. A lot of them kids,
not everybody dogs.
They don't know how to play basketball. Like we
talked about that.
I'm so serious.
It's a lot of Jonathan Kamingas.
Ben, listen, that don't. Like I say, listen, there's a lot of guys that don't know how to play basketball, and I see it. I literally see it where they struggle with just knowing where to drop, the timing, when to swing the ball, what the offense is. Can you score within structure? And you catch them in AAU where they got all that space to operate
and all the freedom,
and a lot of freedom, and they really glorify one-on-one players that have no court vision, no nothing. The question is, can you play with other guys that can play?
That's the key to it.
Can you really play with other guys that can play? And I think on that prep level, that's what you run into a lot more. Playing with the guys that can play, but believe it or not, there are the high level ones that don't know how to play.
Like you can tell.
Yes,
no,
bro.
you really can
Yes,
tell because I
bro.
mean, even when you watch an AAU game, when you watch, elite level travel ball, you see a kid literally take 7 to 10 dribbles that'll take a kid with IQ 2 to 3.
Yeah,
bro.
You know what I mean? Or you see you see a kid make the hardest play and they 3 ball to the head.
Tough shot.
No, it's a bad shot.
Terrible, dog.
You just happen to fall in like a. And funny part about it, I teach defense that way. I mean, like, don't get frustrated by a person that has the freedom to dribble that thing 30 times. The ball can fall in the hole, throwing it over your head. Does that mean you play bad defense? No.
No.
So you don't get frustrated by the ball going into the hole. Not a shot being made. Don't get frustrated by the ball going in the hole. Because as a defender, it's going to happen. The sun going to shine on the dog ass that day.
Yep.
It be that kid that ain't made nothing all season.
Man, don't you hate that when you play a good defensive possession? They swing it, and then they go off the backboard and go in.
Bro,
like,
but
come on,
as a team, as a coach, as a player, you can't get frustrated by that.
Yeah.
But your point is duly noted, bro, because I always wondered that, but now it makes so much sense because I see them and I be like you know how the kids are. They instant, oh boy, look, he tough. You sit there and watch him like,
oh,
nah, he not.
Well, the difference
really
is
not,
bro.
They're comparing highlights to like if you sit and watch the full game.
Well,
if you ever sat and watched any of those full games, what was the SEROS tournament they just had?
Oh yeah.
Like the highlights look fire. If you watch any of those real
marketing
games,
looks great.
Those real games with all them kids, it was.
But some of them games were terrible.
Was it?
Yeah,
bro, that was terrible.
It was a bunch of. It was like a bona
fide all-star game.
Yes,
it was like an all-star game tournament until it got to maybe the funny part about the most competitive games were the younger age groups.
Oh yeah.
Like the 15U game was a good game.
And I'm talking about like the 16.
You know what I mean? 16, 17, bona fide. Almost.
It was a lot of nasty work in
there. It had moments of competitiveness, but for the most part, it was like for what they paying. I'm paying $5,000 for this. But I love the idea because you did it for the older guys, you know what I mean, like the TBT. But seeing it, I'm pretty sure if you're gonna do it again, there are many tweaks that can be made. Now, this can be a very successful
I like
product.
The concept.
I agree.
I like
very successful product, especially going back into school, being in the hoop state, doing it somewhere like Rise, where you, and not to talk bad about Rocky, where you got better refs. You know what I mean?
Oh, Lord.
You know what I mean? So, so doing an environment like that, and I love how Rise runs their facility. Like they're very strict, but at the same time, you don't feel like you're not able to be a fan or a parent.
Yeah.
At Rock Hill, at times, it feel like, man, bro.
Hey, Wayne.
Well, they regulating in Rock Hill.
We trying to get us a live pod over at Rock Hill.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it. We're gonna get it.
Those are the thoughts of Wayne White, not the Open Gym podcast. Rock Hill, what is it? Event sports facility. If y'all like to do business,
shout out to y'all.
Yes, sir.
Like we pull up. If y'all pay, we'll live podcast again.
Yes, sir.
That part.
Yeah, it's a business. It's a business. Trey, talk to us.
Hey, I'm gonna be honest. I think it's guys hear me say it all the time. I think it's situational. I see both sides, and I think you made a point on just how elite the player is.
Yeah,
I think that kind of solidifies it.
They gotta want you. They gotta be knocking at your door.
Yeah.
If you trying to get on that prep school team, I think you're gonna end up having issues.
Yeah.
If they want you, they knocking down your door. I think that you got different levels.
And everybody ain't Slim. Like Slim is just, it was a joy to watch him. Like,
that's true.
And he did the public thing. He didn't leave, and it was like great to watch him. Mm-hmm. You wish all of them could do
I'm glad you said that because
yeah.
Don't forget about someone like a Nick Dorn too that stayed.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nick stayed and actually went through the process, did 2 years at Elon. Like he literally checked the boxes of what you do when you don't make it Power 5. It's like, okay, cool. I'm gonna go show you why I should be there.
Yeah. Well, actually,
and then you're gonna pay me now to be there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right? Like Indiana, University Hoosier. So it's like
it's not
it's
slouch.
It's both sides of it. You know what I mean? They're the pros and cons to it. You know what I mean? Both sides, bro.
Yeah, I think every kid, just ain't, and as bad as you want to see Dillingham I wanted to see Dillingham in a public school. I
In a
wanted to
public-
see what it would look like.
Or at
You
least
get what I'm
private.
saying?
He flew out to Cali. We said,
Yeah,
God dang.
damn. Like, man, all the talent. Biscuit.
Well, I
He
mean,
left,
just seeing
like,
just
damn.
seeing LJ
Yeah.
what he did at Lincoln for 2 years. You know what I
Oh,
mean? Like
we
that
did,
was
yeah.
big. You know what I
we
mean?
did. But then we also had that. You remember we were talking about that, like
Yeah.
how he would look in the North against the North Mex and the.
It'd have been
You know,
interesting. But I will say
I
that
wanted to see that.
him being out there in Lincoln, it landed him
Oh
top
yeah.
15.
Oh,
He still landed
oh,
top 15.
Oh look.
Before he shout out to him, he just went
Great
to
summers
Oak
though.
Hill.
Great
Oak
summers.
Hill.
Great
Yeah,
summers.
man.
Great
And it's
summers.
it
Great
played
summers.
Yeah, man.
together.
He played with CP3 and all that too, during those summers. So
Mhm.
he was kind of known. But I'm gonna be real, man. Like I don't really like that type of ball though. Like I don't care much for you scoring 30 points
Yeah.
and averaging 35 in public high school. Like
Nah, for sure.
where to me, I see majority of your highlights, man, you shooting the ball over two people. Like I'm not knocking that because you're good. But my thing is this, man. Where you go to Oak Hill, Tennessee, when you gotta run a set
Mhm.
Yeah.
with somebody in your ass and
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
score the basketball,
Right.
you're doing 20 things at one time.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I can respect that.
Yeah.
And to me, that's what translates from you just going to the next level. Like I yeah, don't get me wrong. The old school scoring all day long, that's fine. But I
think that's why if you
It
ask me
kills
why
me.
he going,
Mhm.
you hear the chirping and people want to know,
okay.
can he really do it against these guys? Now we're gonna see.
Well, and I think
we get to
that's the
see.
difference between being like we were saying, like being in a place like Lincolnton, nothing
Yeah,
against that
nothing
2A and
against
the
it.
1A, you
it's,
know,
it's
but
small,
Right.
right?
also
right.
not to say ain't nothing against him. I'm just saying
Mm-mm.
there are not too many people that can come to Charlotte and average 30.
And do that. Right.
In
That
the
was our
city.
debate. We was talking
You
about
know what I
that.
mean?
I was
Like,
trying to tell Trey that. Wayne, you tell him.
But
Like, I mean-
that wasn't but I didn't say he was gonna average 30. I said
I said 17.
Yeah.
But what I like about
So
the
you don't think
city,
he
though-
could've-
21. I give him 21 on the right school.
Oh, okay.
I'll say this, but the biggest thing I like about the city, though, when you from the country, like where we from, I think that's where you come to be tested.
Your
Like,
measuring
stick.
yeah,
That's
the
your
measuring
measuring
stick
stick,
of
yeah.
competitiveness. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Are you really gonna go through it? You know what I'm
Sure.
saying?
Yeah.
And yeah, don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I agree with what you say. Like you done what you were supposed to do, though.
Right.
yeah.
At Lincolnton.
Right.
So I can't, I'm not
Yeah,
knocking
I ain't
that.
knocking it,
but,
yeah.
but if you go to
Now-
Oak Hill, bro, and average 13, 15, you still done good.
Still-
Right.
Other guys are around you,
yeah,
bro.
Yes, yes.
yeah.
You efficient. You feel
Right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that shows me you can really play. You know what
Well,
I'm
I mean,
saying?
you look at Monteverde, that roster they had with all them, I think 10 of them
Mhm.
went to the league.
Yeah.
Wasn't nobody averaging over 15 points a
Bro,
game.
beautiful
You-
ball.
I mean,
Well, even with Flag in him, I think Flag might have averaged 13 points.
Yeah.
a
but
game.
you talking about like, and that kind of goes back to
They
the
had
old
Derek
school
Queen
AAU
on
when
there,
you
they
had
had-
I
really,
love Queen.
when you had
Yeah.
the elite of the elite playing AAU, wasn't so many teams that you had a team full of really elite kids in the city. Really, like we talking about our AAU team, nobody averaged over 14 points.
I
agree.
The average is between like 8 and 14. Now somebody may blow up for a game for 20, 25,
Get
but
hot.
You
he
gonna
may
have
score
that.
25 in this game and then come back on and score 5 because I mean it's the rotations, the sets. This is you know what I mean, whoever's hot, you know what I mean, it's the moving of the ball. When you play on elite players, I mean, you shouldn't expect to score like even in the league, averaging
Well,
15
Bro, look,
will get you 30 mil,
Get
bro.
you paid,
Hey,
bro.
Look, I
Shoot,
seen
you
somebody
paid,
talking about
dog.
that the other day on Instagram. They was talking about
They talking about
like,
Cam Thomas.
and they was talking about Shea and Devin Booker.
Yeah.
They was at these schools, and Devin Booker wasn't averaging no 20 and 30. but he
Devin
got
Booker
to
was
the
the
league.
6th man off the
Right.
bench, bro,
Yeah,
at Kentucky,
yeah.
bro.
Right, and now look at him.
So I mean, it's all about the production
Yeah,
more than anything
yeah.
else. You know, like you saying, like when you playing against the elite of the elite, that's the measuring stick within itself,
I
not what
agree,
you
bro.
do against the inferior. You're only doing what you're supposed to do.
Correct.
You know, but like when you bring it to the table and it's the smoke, you're looking across the table like, okay, 10 toes down, you 10 toes, let's match up, let's go.
Yep.
In the game, you only score 15 to 17, y'all win again in league game. Oh, that's
Huge.
That's
bro.
huge.
That's huge. That's
Huge.
huge basketball.
Yeah, I watched
bro.
that Tay Kenny kid play in Adidas, and like he wasn't. Yeah.
TK, the one that played like a 6'7".
TK. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, he
And-
turned
but-
that into a deal or got
Yeah,
got
he
the
did.
water
I ain't
deal off
mad
of
at
it.
Shout out to the NIL.
Yeah, man.
Got
I
the
ain't-
6'7" water deal,
But
bro.
Yeah,
yeah,
man, I ain't mad
when you
at
watch
that.
him play, he really can play. And it's
Okay.
like it ain't his highlights is one thing, but
So
when
it's
you
not an
watch
OTE
him-
gimmick.
No. He's gonna be a guy that we're gonna see on TV. He does it when he need to do it, and he plays the right way. It ain't no, oh man, he doing. Nah, he play within the flow. When they need a big shot, he hits it. Big play and one layup. He does it all and play defense.
Now that's the big thing about like y'all like Moravian. Like, you know, when you play, when them games are coming on, you don't matter who y'all are playing from the outside looking in. It's like, oh, it's gonna be a competitive game.
Man, what's the sauce over there with the damn shooting? Let's talk about that.
That hot gym,
Damn,
the sweaty gym. I know. The damn sweaty gym, bro. It's a hot box up there.
We were telling the guy
they might got AC now. Are you still the hot box?
Say 1 through 5. Shoot that motherfucker. Like,
bro, listen,
it's a must.
That whole scheme is
Can I come watch?
Of course.
Okay.
Of course you can come watch.
Look, I ain't scared to say it. Gotta be proud. I want to come watch.
I'm a real practice man. Like, it's just structure where they compete all the time. Everything's time.
And everything.
Bro, like it's just it forces you to only compete. Or
you can't complain, you can't bicker, you got time for it.
You don't, and then there's ways where like the players are always holding the player accountable.
That's the best team.
Okay.
You feel what I'm saying? So like it can be like soon as we start, we got the 2-minute drill, put the trash can out, they gotta run around, they gotta make so many layups in 2 minutes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So everything you start with is time and it has to go 100 miles per hour. And the goal is this. If we compete hard, we ain't got to do conditioning. So, but it's always competing, like no matter what. 5-out offense, you run it, defense, you just competing 100%. And everything.
What's the transition? Give me some of that sauce, because y'all run that, getting it to the corner and getting that 3 and all that. Yeah, what's the sauce on that?
He one of your what is that? The primary break, secondary break?
Yeah. Let me get some of that sauce, dog.
Look, man, I can't give too much of it.
When they say pause,
I would say
no.
Trey said it's a clipboard right there.
No, I'm good.
He wants you to draw it up on the
Blaze
whiteboard.
King ain't here yet.
Nah, what it is more than anything with them is the preparation, though.
Yeah.
The preparation of what they do allows you to do what they do on the court. Like he's saying, like everything being time, condition. Like I posted maybe I think 2 days ago was like the best team is a peer-led team.
A player-led team.
A player-led team, a peer-led team is the best team ever. When you as a coach, when you can sit back, watch a player make a mistake, and before you even get to your thought process, your whistle, your and it's done in a way that's respected. Like one thing we have a rule with on our team is communicate with your right tone and effectiveness. Meaning like that communication can't be belittling you in that moment. It has to be a respect level, but at the same time, I can get on you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And when you have a team that's led that way, and then the way they prepare, it allows the game to be the easiest part.
Yeah, but
like the game is the reward for a team like that. The game is a reward.
I get what you're saying, but damn that, it's a concept. I want to hear it. Draw it up.
Listen, man, it's always a concept. But listen, man, I'll tell you this though. You know what I'm saying? He's 100% right as far as preparation. But I'd say this: it's always you lose. You'll hate losing so much, dog. You're gonna play hard because there's a fucking consequence for every time you lose. And that's how I do my young boys, man. They ain't no fouls in practice. You know what I'm saying? So they there. But yeah, I mean, there's schemes and concepts out of the hit, and then we go into a continuity. But man, most always really just 5 out. Man.
Oh, I seen it. I know that.
I can't tell it all.
I know. Look, I'm pulling up though. You ain't gotta tell it. I'm pulling up.
The new age of basketball of competing on a high level is you got to be able to play 5 out to a certain extent. Like you have to develop your players to where I don't care if he's 7'3", he has to be able to have the IQ to make that read of a dribble handoff, the back door, the zone read, the dribbling, the pick and roll, know how to pop, slight roll, short roll,
angle
of the screen,
not a flat ball screen,
right, how to reposition myself to screen, like all those things that are IQ of being 5 out. And when you can master that as a team, oh man, you hard to guard.
Yeah, man,
you're hard to guard.
Not for sure. You know what's a sneaky important thing of that 5 out? Like sometimes we focus on the bigs having to be able to do all the guard things.
It's the guard
But
man that do the
guards
big things.
having to be able to
That
slip, to
and-
screen.
You better be able to post up
Yeah.
with us.
Yeah,
Because
he
one
play that
thing we
dunker
know,
spot.
I'm gonna tell you,
Mhm.
a lot of guards can't guard the post.
A lot of them
Like I'm
don't want to guard the
They
post.
don't. It's too physical. So there's
Yeah.
also things where we set up where we teach our guards to post up. Like
Mhm.
one Mississippi 2, did you make a move, whatever you're going, but we trying to open that door. So we trying to get out the middle and play off 2 most of the time.
So that's that carrying them barrels and them and them. I already know what y'all be up there. I got look. We had this conversation with the coach. Like I talked to the coach a long time ago. I was inquiring about like, yo, how can I get my son up there, bro? Like, how can you figure? This is about probably maybe like 5th grade, 6th grade during COVID, because I was really contemplating, just a whole different scenery.
Yep.
I wanted to pop out differently, so I'm picking bruh ear every time we at Rocky. Every time I see TLB, Hey, what up, bro? How we? What up, coach? How you? We chop it up by the hour, every time, bro. Like, and he would tell me some of the regiment is so unconditional than what we do in the city. It's taking the country mentality that we do things y'all don't do in the city.
Bro, it's real. It's just bro, it's dog shit. Like it's shit where I feel like parents, if you ain't like us as a parent, you can't come in there and see it. Yeah. Like I'm gonna just be real, dog.
That's real though.
And there's no crying, no out of bounds. Your nose bleed, bro. Listen, wipe it off and finish the drill. Yeah, and then you go see what's going on.
Nah, for sure.
Yeah,
G, what I say is, don't let Wayne fool you. He's Bill Belichick. Spygate is over there. He
know what's going on, dog.
Yeah,
he know what's going on.
He glasses on.
Right. He know what's going on because he asked the right questions. Yeah, he asked the right questions, dog.
This Spygate right there.
I did my research though. You know what I mean? Like, hey, I'm a student of this thing, bro. Like, and one thing, as you know about me, is I'm not afraid to have those conversations with those that may look like they may be an enemy or an opponent. Nah, bro. When they come to this game, we talking, bro. We talking like, I don't care if I ain't never met you before. You about to know who I am now. We're gonna have this conversation. Hey, bro, I see this, I see that. Like, what are your thoughts on that? Like, I feel like we got to get past that point of that pride,
bro.
Like he says, people be gatekeeping. Like, there's certain things I understand about gatekeeping, but to a certain extent about the game itself, where we are trying to help the right people get right in this game. Why are we gatekeeping certain things? You know what I mean? Like, why as a community, as a basketball community, we are not literally feeding this information? Like, literally, as much as I see out on social media, I try to post as much as possible that feeds it out, bro. You know what I mean? Like, my timeline ain't nothing but posts about just uplifting the kids, uplifting coaches, people. Like, I'm not gonna gatekeep anything. Like, call me about a drill. Like, Shane hit me up. Hey, bro, what's up with this shooting thing? Like, Zach can shoot.
Hey, look.
Like, funny part about it, not to be funny, I don't understand why a lot of people haven't reached out and be like, yo, if he can shoot that well, like, what did y'all do?
Yeah, what do you do?
I don't mind telling you. Come to the gym.
I'm
show you.
Dropping them off. You gotta tell me.
I'll show you what we do. Because I want that kid to be just as successful. You know, I'm not gonna say, well, nah, bro. Hey, man, I can give you this, but I ain't gonna give you that. No, I'm gonna give you the whole game plan because it's about uplifting the kids, bro. But
sound like a We Just Hoop shooting clinic to me. That's what it sounds like.
Hey, Sherry gonna figure it out.
He gonna get that plug in.
Yeah, he is.
That plug gonna be in.
This makes for a good segue. You spoke about Moravian, which is also, is it YNG Dreamers?
Yeah.
They also have the TLBA AAU part to it. And what most people know about that group is 2 kids, and then it's a dad. You got Pops and you got Isaiah and Isaac and Eli.
Hey, hold on, bro. You gotta talk. Hey,
the little one, he's
next.
The little one next. He the one. I keep telling you, he the one.
And I'm sure you can vouch for him. I think you coach
got
him,
a third one coming to the pipe.
Okay,
is it a 4th one too?
Yeah, all right, man.
I about to say it's a 4th one too coming to the pipeline, bro.
He having them late kids like me out there.
Hey, what I'm talking about is that the one that played with you?
Nah. Abe's the one that plays.
Yeah,
okay.
He's the third child, and they got a youngest.
They got a younger one. That's the one I seen. I was like, he gonna be 1 too. He gonna be cold.
I think he's gonna be real cold though.
Yeah, man. Abe can really shoot it for his age though, man.
Okay.
He can really shoot it.
Saying all that to say, segueing, you also, and I think even if we add shout out to our guy Shane, Shane is here.
What up?
He's
Shane?
in the audience. He's kicking it with us. I think everybody in the room has coached their son at a point in time, and where this term comes up often, daddy ball. Daddy ball. Is there a daddy ball issue? There's a bunch of ways that we can kind of to scrape it, but we'll start off with this. Are you beating that daddy ball allegations?
Am I beating the daddy ball allegations, man?
Ball allegations. Are you hearing it? Is it murmurs? We're gonna start there. There's a bunch of ways we're gonna move this, but talk to me.
I mean, do I hear it? I mean, man, look, I coach my son. You know what I'm saying? So that's gonna be the first thing they say.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Okay.
And for me, man, like I want to set my son up for success. Okay. I think if you're a parent and you don't, dog, like I don't, you know what I'm saying, man, I think you handle it the wrong way, in my opinion. Okay. But
yeah, for sure,
the setting it up for success don't mean give them everything. You feel what I'm saying? Like to me, when I say set my son up for success, bro, his life's not hard.
Not for sure.
Like you feel what I'm
Yeah.
saying, though. So he's gonna have to catch adversity through extracurricular activities, aka sports.
Gotcha.
He has to understand what adversity is. You know what I'm saying? I have to put him in situations, bro, where he's gonna fuck up and I get on him.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? It's gonna be a situation where Ellis rips his ass, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, if you're doing it to set your kid up for success, I agree with that. Okay. Now the other side of daddy ball is what I got random parents that come talk to me about, you know, this kid's getting more playing time because of this, right? Because their daddy's playing. But when I go watch it sometimes, I think the daddy's actually too hard on his kid.
You do see a lot of that though.
And I
see a lot of that.
I experienced that too, you know, to the point where I got to talk to my son weeks later and be like, damn, dog, I was wrong. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was wrong. You know what I'm saying? And I got something from you a couple podcasts ago where you was talking about training yourself. You had to knock that shit down 20, 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Just to not, for y'all two not to be butting
heads.
Yeah. Because your effort starts sucking in 45 minutes. You're already ready to go.
And you know what happens?
And
you get upset because you feel like he wasting your time. And
I pissed because my time's wasted. Bro,
now you don't get nowhere.
Nothing, bro. Nothing.
See?
Yeah, bro. So when I watched that, like I eased up off of them, you know what I'm saying, a little bit. But you know what I'm saying, back to the question. Yeah, I hear it. I deal with it, but I hang my hat on as my son trains 2 times a day. You know what I'm saying? He ain't selfish, bro. I teach him how to play ball. And you know what I'm saying? I mean, these last 2 years, he was my best player, bro. Like I set him out games before because of his attitude. So
yeah.
I mean, daddy ball, call it what you want, whatever. But at the end of the day, like my job's to build him for adversity. But another kid that's better than him will play.
No, I feel you on that, bro.
I mean, it's just that
and
simple.
I think you made a point that I do think that is like it's almost an either or that always happens. Either it's the green light or it's one mistake and they out.
Yep, bro.
And like
I was there.
Talk to us. Go ahead.
No, go ahead and finish. But I was there.
That's unfair, though.
I was throwing it in.
It's unfair, dog. It's unfair.
You
got
to find that balance.
Yeah, man.
Even with my son, it was more so not necessarily a shot and you're out or this and that. It was more so, and y'all all can allude to this. And even any parent who kids ever play for me, they can never say I told their kid to not shoot the ball.
I agree.
I've never told a kid to not take any shot. What I do tell them is take the shots you work on.
Yeah.
And I enforced it to parents as well. Well, he shot a 3. He shoots 1,000 threes a day.
Now, see, that's the comparison that kills me right there.
Yeah, don't do that.
Well, he didn't swing it.
Well,
he's supposed to swing it to this guy over here. That's what we worked on in practice.
That's what we worked on.
Yeah,
and you got to find that balance of that as well. But I feel like with all my kids, it was more so like if your kid is the kid that kids want to play with, you're doing a good job. If that makes sense to you, if that makes sense to the crowd. If your kid is a dad coaching or a mom coaching, if your kid is the kid that people want to play with, you're doing a good job.
God, just that simple, dog.
Because in a sense, if nobody want to play with your kid, that means
Preach.
You're doing
God,
something wrong.
bro.
Yeah.
But if your kid's a kid, they be like, nah, I rock with bro. To the fact that they forget, oh, you know what? That is your dad as the coach. You know you're doing something good. And I feel like that should be the measuring stick. When you ask kids around your kid, hey, you like playing? Or even ask the parents, does your son or your daughter like playing, with my child? Oh, they love it. Oh, they feel like, sometimes you get, then you're not doing something. But they be like, I love it. They never say anything. They just like, you're doing something right. That should be your measuring stick right there. Because I mean, if it's not checking that box or checking that box, then something ain't right. But that's what I went by. You know what I mean? When your parent calls you and be like, well, my son loves playing with your son. He plays the game the right way. That should be the sentiment you get from coaching your child. Your kid plays the right way. Your kid is a great teammate. Hey, coach, why you take your kid out so early? He was doing good. When the parents get on you about you taking your kid out, or why you get on so hard? He only made one mistake. My kid made 4 mistakes.
That's the same thing I hear sometimes. Man, look, man, I think you left him out too long. No, I don't give a damn. He done made me mad. Then drop backside. I told him 20 times.
I told him get to the help side, bro. I done yelled it out 4 times. Yeah.
But it be the small stuff that we really tear them up for sometimes.
Because we're so detail oriented.
Yes, man. And sometimes I think it hurts that we know the game too.
Yeah.
Because we'll see it and we talking to them like they our age, like they really grasp it.
Yeah.
But it's like they look at you. Yeah. They don't even know what you're talking about. Right. Have no clue what you're talking about.
You forget.
Or the other side, they resent you, or they resent you for it. Now it's like anything you do say going forward is like, man,
there you go. That's my son right there. He gets stubborn with me.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? Well, I gotta look, man. Take your ass on somewhere. Don't start that shit from all these people, bro. Don't do that.
I'll tell you this. I pulled the coaching swap with that, like just 1 year, and that helped. I said it earlier on one of our episodes. Like a dude told me, for everything he did, you expect, like you saying, I'm like, you should know better. He turned it over. You should know better, and I'm sitting him, and I had to take him away from me and let him go play elsewhere for a year for him to get it from somebody else. When he came back, he had a different, like, he didn't act like that with me. When I would get on him, he took it.
He was expecting it.
Yeah.
It's almost like when you do it that way, if I make a turnover, I'm automatically looking at you or expecting to come out of the game because I know I've made the one mistake that I can't make.
Yeah.
No kid should have to play like that. I don't care if it's your dad coaching or coach. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard. It's hard to go through that, bro.
It's hard, man.
That's a hard thing. That's a hard thing to go through, bro.
Yeah, man. And then his little buddies now. Like I got my one homeboy, his son. Now I can get on him. Like I can
rip him one. Yeah.
He look at me.
He take it. Yeah.
Yeah. Then he 100 miles per hour.
That part.
Nah, my son. If I get on him like that, listen, he running down the court like they on Friday. Arms. Boy, listen, and I'm hot. I'm ready to burn a timeout, dog. Get him up out there, boy. I'm hot. I'm embarrassed. You know what I'm saying?
Arms flailing and shit.
Hey,
my mama said
I ain't gonna lie though. I seen you in action though. I think you pretty good on the sideline, bro. I sat down and watched you in Rock Hill. It was I think we had first started doing, and we had chopped up about getting up. And I'm like, I'm gonna watch, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I honestly
was they winning by a lot? Was it?
No, it was actually a game.
Oh, it was a game?
The game I seen them playing, they was kind of trading blows, and but they did win by I think like 15 or more. But but in the beginning it was But I watch and I'm like, I think you do a good job, dog.
Man, I appreciate it, man. But y'all know them dad moments, bro. God, boy, that's the ones that kill me. And that ride home, man. Something. Look, you go ride with your mama, boy. I ain't the one right now.
I put that rule in. I put that 24-hour rule in. Okay.
Get the Chick-fil-A, bro.
Because
I ain't gonna lie, Wayne the only one that actually exercises the 24 hours.
I do. I really do because
that's the hardest thing right now.
It's the hardest thing. Like literally.
Yeah,
and they with you.
Yeah, that's
bro,
right.
Like,
man,
bro. Understand though, like my phone be full of notes now. I done took about 1,000 notes now. I go look. Started. Soon as
that's real.
Look, soon as that minute hit, 24 hours over. Hey, bro. So look here, right here though. I see you didn't. You see you didn't rotate right there. Yeah, you're like, yo.
Hey,
So
when
you
I ain't
ain't
gonna
talk
lie.
on defense. So you ain't gave it the middle.
I ain't gonna lie. I do the exact same thing. I be trying to practice 24 hours. It ain't gonna be 24 hours. But what does help for me is on the sideline. I don't talk at all, but I'm gonna put a little note in my
Sweat.
And then whenever I feel that it's
the notes
time to
is
get
there,
to
bro. Nah, the notes
I ain't
is
never
there.
did the notes.
What?
I do film though, but I ain't.
No, but nah. I got notes from the moment. Like I'm sitting here
At this time,
I
why
watch-
you didn't do this?
All right, cool. So, because mind you, I really try to, in the environment, especially in high school, I respect their coach and their environment.
Yeah.
So I really would try to remain in my space, and I try to stay
That's how I
so
am.
far away from being able to be heard. But at the same time, I'm taking notes, bro.
Yeah.
And it's small notes that I know his coach gonna get him about anyway.
Yeah.
But it's just more so the mindset of being where you're supposed to be or doing what you're supposed to do without him having to say anything.
Yeah.
And more than anything else, though, he's gotten to the point now. Before 20, he's like, man, you see this on tape right here? Look, I messed up right there. You see that? Because he's my son. I will say this: he's a film watcher.
Mm-hmm.
Like literally, he comes like after a game, the film is already up. It's already downloaded to the phone on the way to the house.
Mm-hmm.
By the time he done took that shower and ate something, he's already watching it, walk through the house, fixing his plate. Okay, damn. Oh, dad, you see? And he know not to show me the highlights. He know that. I
don't want to see it though.
Man, I should have made that extra pass. Oh, I should have talked.
Hey, as we talk about it, I think that we actually had an interesting space.
Yeah.
That probably dads we all probably can relate to. That whole watching film with the kids. And I think that in itself is its own thing. And if you're not careful, because like what you said, he know not to show me the highlights.
Yeah.
Also, because I'm the same way, but I've kind of thought about it a little bit like within the past few years where there's also this space where you kind of have to celebrate them in those moments also to make it to where they don't hate the experience with you. And so then they don't get nothing from it. So then it's his own delicate balance because we just want to get that film up.
Well, you know what I do?
Like, hey, dispossession, you see
so
that?
What I do?
Hey, you didn't rotate that one. Next time that, hey, you should have went back.
Here's my son. Here's my son right here.
So what I do is for him to celebrate the highlights. Those are the things I post.
Right.
You know what I mean? So those are that's the glorified. Oh, got no hip hop, you know what I mean? Like yeah. My boy, you know what I mean? But I'm not gonna ridicule him in public.
Right.
So everything, even though I sometimes I want to post the faults just to kind of like trigger that, but
don't post.
No, I'm just joking about that part though. But
it's only one dad I know that do that.
No, I'm not doing it. No.
Yeah,
but I glorify him in
right
the public. So the public eye is the glorification.
Right.
Yeah.
But in the private, we talk about everything. And that also helps to build the IQ for the game.
I agree.
And so now, sometimes you're bringing things to coach. It's like, yo, coach, like, I missed that one. Like, you know, like somebody may score, you running on the court, like, I know, yeah. I supposed to have gotten there. I supposed to tagged off on the pick and roll.
Yeah.
My bad.
Mm-hmm.
And now versus that moment where you have to go through the negative with the coach, and you already acknowledged it. Now you can move on.
Yeah.
But did y'all ever had those moments where it took y'all some time to get to where like watching film together could be an easy ride?
In the early stages.
Right. Yeah.
In the early, I feel like ever since he's been able to access his own film, which goes back to, I say, middle school, eighth grade year, because Randolph was one of the first schools I knew that had the camera actually going.
Oh, that's crazy. I was about to say NFHS.
He know about being at Randolph. Like literally, the camera is on recording the game.
That's fire.
So Randolph has their own internal system that's recording that game. So he's actually pulling that film up, like literally leaving the game.
Yeah, look here, sent me a clip. I was
where the camera angle from? So I think starting eighth grade where he had access to his own film, that's when that started. But when I had to get the film maybe from you or Baller TV, then it's like, you know,
it becomes a daunting task.
But
what about you, Trey? Those father-son film sessions.
Trey, we're gonna give a disclaimer on Trey. He cusses his son out.
I'm gonna be honest.
You got some of them dads in the comments. You damn right.
I do too.
Right.
I feel you.
I'm gonna be honest. Early on,
we
would do it early.
Yeah.
Like I'm talking about. I mean, I don't know how many people did that, but like
third, fourth,
yeah,
grade,
third,
yeah.
I did that, like
Yeah.
third, fourth. And now, like you said, I didn't really do too much. It was just like y'all said, more of me telling him what he should have did, right? But like the last couple of years at Hopewell, like you said, he might come to me and show me something, or you know, I really don't watch the film with him unless it's like a game I missed, and then I go back and just watch it, and then I want to see what he do, you know. But outside of that, we don't have real bad. I was more bad on the sideline. Film wasn't. It was one up, you out, sit down. You know what I mean? Like, you know better, and I shouldn't have been doing that.
Gotcha.
How do you feel like that has affected his game and his progression up to this point, though?
Yeah, well, I stopped. You remember I told you I let him play with somebody a whole year, and then when he came back, I wasn't like that. You know, I took the advice of somebody else and was like, okay, I could be damaging him. Yeah. So, you know.
He went to Accelerate and went and got some buckets.
Yeah, he did, man. He played. Yeah.
G, them father-son film sessions. How are they going right now? What grade is your son in?
Man, he's in the 5th grade, man.
Okay. Do y'all do the father-son film sessions?
He likes to do them when he does good.
As any kid does,
yeah,
for the most part.
You know what I'm saying? He get on those little spots, you know what I'm saying? He like, Dad, you see that? You see that? I'm like, all right. Yeah. And then, you know, I try to hit him with the little, you know what I'm saying? Look, you go right here. Look, you drop it. Look, you know what I'm saying? Your effort ain't good. Me and him's big on effort. You feel what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing with him right now is effort. But I mean, I gotta let him get his rocks off a little bit for him to listen. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, I'm gonna be real. Like, I'm still navigating this space too. You know what I'm saying? Learning how to really communicate my way of thinking to him, and him being receptive to it. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I think what you said, shit, I gotta let shit go. Bro.
Yeah.
Like, what position did he play?
He played point guard, man.
Oh, so that's even tougher.
Yeah, it is. And
that's a tough position to be a guard with dad coaching, a dad with a guard.
Yep.
Because I mean, and me being a point guard, I'm lucky my son doesn't play point guard because we probably wouldn't have made it this far. You know, because I know how I play the game. I know, in a sense, what's needed from a point guard, and I don't see it a lot across to just the layout of the land. You know, I get on his son a whole lot because I want to be more vocal. You know what I mean? Because as a point guard, I want to be the extension of my coach. I want my coach to look at me like, what you see? You know what I mean? Like, when I was at Independence, I always give shout out to T Hugs. When they got to the point where I knew what he wanted, knew his system, and he felt like I was an extension of him, he ain't got to call nothing. Sometimes he'll call something like, nah. No, we're going to run this. Oh, I see it. You know what I mean? It's like understanding what you see, your vision of the game. But I can imagine, but coaching a point guard could be tough, bro. Yeah. I can imagine.
Yeah, man, it can be tough though. But you're right. It is tough because like I hold him accountable for a lot of stuff, and it ain't really him. It's the point guard's role.
It's the point guard's role. That's why I say that's the hard part of that.
Yep. So he's navigating that space too, but I'm navigating him how to really let them go through it without me saying anything. You know what I'm saying at this point. You feel me?
So that point guard, you really gotta. Sometimes you getting blamed for something that ain't even your fault. But as a point guard, you gotta learn how to take it. You know what?
Be the quarterback.
Yep. Quarterback.
It's your fault if you win. It's your fault when you lose. It's like the coach. You gotta take that L.
You gotta take that L, bro. And that's the beauty of being a point guard. You know, just kind of getting off top a little bit though, but just talking. The beauty of being a point guard is when you know you've gotten everybody involved. You're like you keep your big man happy. Like your big come. Hey, God, I ain't touching. I'm rebounding, setting them screen. Sometimes you just gotta feed him a few bombs. Let him. I don't care if he missed
a little duck down.
What?
You know what I'm saying? Keep him happy.
He may blow the layup. Hey, it's all right, bro. I'm coming back to you.
Yep.
You know, those type of things. Like, you kick it out for a perfect pass. He don't shoot, he head faking.
I think that's the biggest part, Wayne, that get looked over, right? I got a kid to come work out with me. He's 7th grade.
Yeah.
And he's real emotional. And I got on him today about emotions. The team ran. Every time he dropped his head, we running. Every time I seen him, and he was looking at me like, dang, why you doing me like that? But you got to be able to do what you said. You got to be able to tell your guy, hey, good job. Hey, look, man, let's get this going. You got to coach the team, not just me.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing you want to see from your point guard, motivating the team.
When that guy's down, he got to be able to feel it. He got to be able to feel the temperature of all his players.
Yeah.
As a point guard, I got to be able to check that temperature without even saying. I got to be able to look at his face.
Yeah, he ain't
bro.
Come
Yeah,
here,
bro.
yeah.
He ain't touched that ball.
Yeah,
Look. And I may not say out loud. In my mind, I'm like, yo,
you know it.
I may come down. Hey, coach, now we gonna come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
Come on, big. You know,
Yeah.
let me get you in the drag situation where I know he gonna help out. I can drop it all to you. I know you shouldn't be popping. But I'm gonna let you get that one though.
bro.
So, Wayne, let me ask you this.
Yeah.
I forget who was speaking, but matter of fact, I'll just go to the point. Do you think that those point guards exist anymore?
Yes,
Rick
can I
Pitino.
get-
Rick
Hold,
Pitino.
hold,
Rick Pitino
hold,
had that
Oh yeah,
conversation.
Rick Pitino said that. Yeah,
Hold.
Rick
Rick
Pitino
Pitino
said.
said
Hold. Now Q got my leg straight.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you already know what I'm about to say. What's the donut without the glaze?
Uh-oh.
They still exist.
Uh-oh.
Emery, what's his last name? Play with United.
Oh,
Light skinned Emery.
I know you're talking about. Where is he at now?
He's at United with Cook.
Okay.
I seen him at the Queen's University camp.
Okay,
Best
okay.
guard in there. At a
Okay.
young age, best guard in there. And it was it was night and day. I seen kids older than him. It still exists, Q, to answer your question. And this kid had a phenomenal year with United under Cook. We like to give this is a part of the show where we just give my Glaze
flowers.
award. Yeah, give him his
He
flowers.
give us flowers. We're not gonna call it what we
Hey, listen,
listen.
This is actually a toned down Glaze King section. He usually bring out the donuts and go crazy.
All right. I left the T-shirt at home. I was leaving
not
to work.
the t-shirt.
I was
Lord,
gonna wear it
not
today.
the
You know what I'm saying?
Damn.
Look. But
He said,
listen,
damn.
and I'm gonna tell you. Look, I'm gonna tell you something. Check this out. I had 2 kids work out with me. They starting to work out with me.
Yeah.
And the dad was like, "Yo, my kids was about to bring you donuts to the workout because they watched and they like, yo, bring the Glaze."
You
Hey,
get
look,
to that
man.
point, you get free Krispy Kreme.
Hey,
now. I
I'm
don't know
finna
about
get
that.
donuts off of this. Krispy Kreme, what a sponsorship. But back to Emery. He had a solid year at Team United, and I watched him at the Queen's camp. The slow to fast, the pace, he
What high
played
school is he at?
defense. I want to say either Charlotte Christian or Charlotte Latin, one of them. Don't get me.
I got you.
His dad said one of those. Don't get me lying, but
Got you.
but I talked to him briefly, but I watched him, the 3 ball, he shoots it at a high clip. When they play under the screen, he know what to do. When they try to jam the screen, like everything he did was like perfect. And I told him, I said, I'm gonna say this because we a village. I seen him afterwards, and his dad was walking out with him. His dad always looked mean and stuff. And I said, Emery, I'm gonna tell you this. Your daddy ain't gonna say it because he wants you to keep working. Don't get bored with it. But I'm like, bro, you was the best guard in there.
Yeah.
If he don't say it to you, I'ma say it to you. Keep working. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Emery. I don't know his last name, but that kid looked amazing. And there was another kid in there. Back to Daddy Ball. Hey, stop having them talks with your kid in the car. Stop that. Oh, it's a camp.
Hell no.
Oh, it's a camp.
Nah, I paid for that.
Yeah.
I paid for it. He gonna get off. I
it's
paid
a
for that now.
It's a camp.
Trey said, "Don't talk to your kid in the car."
Man,
All right.
look. Let me tell you something.
Go ahead,
bro.
talk to us.
Look, bro. I seen the kid shoot a corner 3, and it missed everything. He came back down, shot it, hit the side of the backboard. I'm looking at my man like, I ain't tripping him. He's like, nah, he's terrible. And again, we're not saying the kid's name and that, but it was bad because he should have known better. He was old enough. He looked like a junior.
Mhm.
He should have known better. Just because you paid for the camp, don't go 0 for 8 in front of college coaches. And he did go 0 for 8, bro.
Nah, I will say at those camps though, you do see some kids that came with bad intentions.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Oh
know,
my goodness.
a few camps that I attended with my son, it was like you seen some kids that really were trying to show their IQ, and then you seen some kids that was like, really, bro? You know what I mean? Like you really going to take that shot, make that move.
Let me ask you
these
this,
coaches.
Just staying with exactly where you're. Are
Yeah.
these kids that are probably sophomores going to the juniors, or juniors going to the seniors, and if they are these kids that are probably under recruited at the moment,
I'm gonna tell you this.
and so that they feel like they got to try and get it all out.
I think it's a kid that had the wrong talk with their daddy.
Oh no, I think.
Nah, for sure.
But I'm sure that that's
Hey,
also true.
Dad, stop doing this to these boys,
Yeah.
man.
Nah,
Like,
but
this
I'm
kid,
sure that
listen.
you-
No, look,
Go
Wayne,
ahead.
Go ahead.
look,
Nah,
Wayne,
go
I
ahead.
can see if it was Zion that can shoot.
Yeah,
When you seen the kid's mechanics, you knew he couldn't shoot.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
at that point,
No, I ain't gonna.
You should have had hand signals, bro. Like,
hey, Trey, but was he a junior, senior?
Bro, he looked like a junior.
He was trying to get it all.
No,
at that
you
one
don't
camp.
do it that way.
No, I mean, but you
he was
can
hoping
see
he
the
got lucky
difference
that
though.
time.
Like you do see the difference between a guy you could tell is
being recruited in one. That,
well,
like,
you could tell one
this
that
kid wasn't
he's
being
like
recruited.
landing all on the line.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
get some interest.
yeah.
And you
And
could
that's what I'm
tell
trying to build.
with some of them kids, that's what they were doing. You could tell what kids were literally there because
It looked nasty too.
Wayne, this kid wasn't being recruited.
no, I got
That's
you.
but that's the point.
Oh,
that's
Nah,
what he's
because
saying.
I mean,
That's why he was doing that.
and I've only been to 2 camps, and I'm not gonna
They
say
know
what camp
that's
did was way though, but
Yeah,
at the camp, I can tell that the main court was the court that the guys were being recruited.
Yeah.
I could tell the outside courts were the courts where
they paid the money. They was there.
I ain't gonna say that, but because I'm not gonna throw nobody, but I just
Oh,
say
it is what it is. They
I
paid
just say
150.
they
to
were
go to the
they
camp.
were very very future prospects, maybe very young,
Yeah.
or
They paid 150 to get to the
you
camp.
know you may
There
you
was
may,
a development.
you may get some
process that was
academic
still
money
working.
to come to school. You know, you know that's all I can say. But you can tell the emphasis on to have the kids that were highly talented
Yeah.
there to compete against each other.
Yeah.
And amongst that, you seen kids that were blessed to be in that situation and were trying to take full advantage of it.
Mhm.
And you'd be like, nah, bro, they ain't what it is.
It was some that was used to it. And they
Nah,
just
you, and
wanted to
you
play
could
the
tell the season ones.
Well,
Yeah.
look, Wayne.
The season ones
Yeah.
were the ones that literally made the right plays,
Look,
played the defense, picked up 94 feet. They were clapping their teammates, made sure they pointed. The small things. Like literally, it was a college that literally calculated all the hand touches.
Yeah.
look, bro. This dude.
And the
look,
team with the most hand touches had the better records because they were more in tune with each other.
Yeah.
And you seen the kids that were more so about that versus the kids that were like,
And Wayne,
give me the
I'd say
ball,
like
bro.
probably one of the better things that happened with my son, even like this past summer, the first camp that we did South Carolina State camp.
okay,
And he played. It was actually literally the first game they
Gotcha.
played. They played against the kid that plays for Upward Stars.
Josh.
Josh.
Okay.
Yeah, Josh. They played on the main court. All the guys was there. And my son, he didn't make a lot of shots and he didn't score a lot. But after the game, the coaches came to him and they like had probably like maybe like a 3 or 4 minute conversation. They expressed like, you know, like XYZ. And what was able to be done at that moment was him to understand it's not about if you make every single shot. It's about being able to play the game the right way, make the right reads, because that's what they actually came to him about. It's like you made some reads that some of our guys right now can't make. And like length, size,
Q.
XYZ.
Run that back, because that's what I was getting to. Run that back.
Oh, well,
What about the shots?
right. But
I blame the coach and the daddy.
yeah, but that's the thing
He's
is that
supposed to do what? Play the
like
right
I
way.
guess if we're giving advice now, I think that's a bigger thing as a kid and as a parent
You should be
to
promoting
be
that.
able to
Promote,
understand,
promote,
especially when you're going inside these spaces.
Yeah.
Of course, you want your kid to do the metric thing, so like get the big dunk, get the big whatever. But a lot of what these coaches are looking at, and my son, like I said, we was blessed early on, so then he was able to kind of like chill out and not have to try to think that he had to do too much.
Mhm.
Like his first little piece of interest came off of him making plays that had nothing to do with him scoring. He might have scored like 7 points that game.
Yeah.
That's still a
But-
lot though in a pickup game.
Well, this is team camp, but
okay. Yeah.
but inside that he missed more shots than he made.
Yeah.
And yeah, like I said, like he didn't have the best shooting game.
But the team won though.
The team won
and he
and
made
he
good
made
plays.
good plays.
But
He wasn't
he was-
forcing nothing.
he was
and
running the point.
he
was
was
he
like,
off
like
ball?
this was like right now.
They were
how-
de facto. They very de facto
like-
right
like
there.
it's
It's
kinda
not necessarily one point guard. It's
Yeah,
necessarily
let
who's
them do it.
Yeah,
who's pushing the moment, who's making the right read. It's
Yeah,
about
so
making the right read.
he's kind of
Everybody
getting
said point
recruited as
guard.
like a point/combo. And so during that time, he like the second after a couple subs, he runs point.
Yeah.
He starts off ball, then he runs point after 1 or 2 subs.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like where he's kind of getting recruited at right now. So they was able to see, all right, you can play off ball. When you're on ball, you make smart decisions, and like you fit the metrics of what we look at for that size or whatever. But saying all that to say, it made it to where he didn't have to try and jack bad shots and stuff later on because of he got like an understanding of, oh, I'm not being recruited to make tough shots. Like they're caring about like these small little things, like the defense and being able to guard your position and like your body,
What
and
they
then
always
and with
cared
the
about.
read, with the reads are
Basketball the
And-
right way.
Right. And I think that more parents, more kids need to understand that piece where you can get 20 ugly points and still not get recruited. You can get 7, 8, you know what I mean, regular points, but made a bunch of really good reads. Like you said, Emery stuck out the page because he probably was doing something different.
No, it was reads.
It was like, all right, he's playing the game the right way.
Yeah.
Going to what you were saying, G, where like a lot of kids can't do that. That sticks out almost as much as somebody that's tomahawk, two hands.
Well, there are
John
only
Morant.
so many defined roles.
Right.
And I feel like what gets misconstrued is a school is not recruiting you for what you think they are at time. But outside those specialized skills, you're
If
not
you a
being-
prep school kid, probably.
that part.
Yeah.
Those 4 specialized skills, right? Shooting, defending, shot blocking, rebounding, dunking. Or I say the 5th one, being able to handle the ball and get where you want to get to at any point in time of the game. Like those are the 5 defined skills. Anything outside of that is energy. It's effort.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So to think that you're being recruited to come into school, any school, and average more than a guy that's already been there. Now, mind you, we're talking about in this new era of 2 or 3 it's only 2 or 3 18, 19-year-olds coming in. Other than that, they're 22, 23, 24. You know, they're grown-ass men.
Yeah.
So your skill set, of course, is not going to be, I need you to come and average this. It's going to be a star in what you do best and be the best teammate ever.
Yeah. Unless you one of them ones.
Find your role, man. Find
your role.
Find what's gonna get you on the court.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I know when I came off ACL injury, for me, my way to get back on the court was knowing what to do when the coach called us out.
That part.
He's trusting me.
Trusting you.
More and more I started playing, I started getting more playing time. But I also think that also came with kids that play up. Like I'm talking about at the local rec when I'm playing with the guys in the rec.
Oh, no, for sure.
Oh, young blood. But you better cut back door.
That part, you better set
Stop
the screen.
standing. Yeah, you better go get a rebound if you want a shot. So I think things like that is huge as far as if a kid can play. But back to what I was saying earlier, man. Like if you really don't know that little stuff though, and it's people think it's little, but it's actually huge. But why they was recruiting your son because he can make those reads. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think that's big, man. I think you can learn how to make those reads, but I think that learning comes through playing though. More than training,
experience,
you know
and everything. That kind of goes like to like your how you choose what you do during your summer, like who you play with. Like sometimes it may look good to play with the name and be a part of something that you know what I'm talking about. You know, we're talking about the parents and everything like that. You know, people like love to fall into. I'm associated with this lane or that lane versus the lane that allows your kid to flourish and grow their game and be seen. Like
we just hoop.
I would say
it is not a pub list.
I would say like for me and him, our 2 sons played on maybe the 3rd or 4th ranked circuit. This past summer with the New Balance, right? Giving Nike, New Balance, well, I said Nike, Adidas, and Under Armour. You know, saying like, what is how it may rank amongst those outside? It is what it is.
Coaches are still there though.
That's the part.
Yeah, they're there.
It was a lane that was provided that allowed them to flourish their games, and now it's on the backing showing why that decision was made. Like, you know, like, well, why you ain't go back to, you know, used to coach for them. Yeah, I did. But at the same time, I turned to a dad. It got to a point on the boys' side for me not to, because I still am a advocate for any kid I've ever coached or been around. But it also came a time for me to be an advocate for my own.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And by doing so, I had to step away from the boys' side because I love the game so much that I could not continue to coach it and be a dad. Because I know my separation is so deep. You know what I mean? Like I don't intertwine. So I had to say, you know what? I'm not gonna coach my son no more, so I can be the best dad I can be and use what I know, my resources, my knowledge of the game to really benefit him.
Well, you can train them hard now. I was always told if you don't coach them, you can train them hard.
Now, coaching, and that's why coaching our training sessions dwindled as far as time wise. If I gotta coach you for 2 hours and then on a different day train you for an hour and a half, that's not gonna work.
Too much. Yeah,
we're gonna dumb this down to 30 minutes here, 20 minutes here, 15 sometimes on just certain things, or taking you someone I do trust.
Yeah. All right. So really quick, let's do some quick housekeeping. First housekeeping would be shout out to the chat. Talk to us. We see a few of y'all in there. If y'all have any comments, questions, thoughts, hit the comment section. There's a live chat. If you got something that you want us to answer really quickly, talk to us. Second thing would be like, comment, subscribe. I don't think we ain't really reached the super chat side of the game yet, but we're getting there.
We can't talk like chat. Chat. You see this chat?
Yeah, donate. Yet. No, we ain't there yet, but
it's coming though.
Keep
for sure.
Keep subscribing. We'll get there. 3, we have Hoop Lounge TV here.
Yes, sir.
And you tend to have a lot of really, really interesting conversations, topics. I'd love for you to propose. I'm a filibuster while you think of this right now. Propose a decent question for us as a panel. You're used to being on the other side of it. You usually play the role that I'm playing right now, where you have a guest or you just have a conversation that you're getting to. Shout out to Ish. Shout out to Rico.
Mac, Mac on there.
Yeah,
That's my boy.
Yeah, you've had a lot of guys there, and I've recently seen you're doing like the post where like I think the peer-led group was one of the things. Like you've had a couple. Daddy Ball. That's kind of where I got a bit of the conversation. What's something that you'll love to talk to the Open Gym podcast about? If you was to put your host hat on for a quick little second. What's going on, brother?
I would say I'd probably open it up with the origination of the show. Like, okay, how long was this in the making? And because it's funny how we all started at the same time.
It was.
For sure though.
Yeah, because when I seen it, you know what I'm saying? Like, who was this, man?
You on the flip side, like, yo, who, bro?
Who was this, man?
And then I'm like,
I'm like, bro, got the guest. We should be on our show. Like, how bro got them already?
Yeah. I'm like, he killing it.
Yeah, man. I seen. I was like, yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? I started watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's just good content, man. But at the end of the day,
both sides, bro. Both sides.
I appreciate it.
So I guess to start off some of it, so there's a space where we all met through the Team United umbrella. And which
actually we met me and him.
We went. It was Havoc.
So
it was
that.
No, it was.
Our sons go back to 4 years old. It was flag football at the rec.
And you and C4 Dad was coaching. Yeah.
So we go back then, and then to kind of go from there. Through our rec center, manager Terrence McMurray actually ran Metcalina Havoc. So our boys were like first grade. He's like, yo, I'm gonna throw them in the fire. Third grade, they're gonna start the 1, 2, and 3. Oh, word, okay.
Hey, can I say this really quickly?
Yeah.
There was this moment where it's a couple funny stories that aligns with this. There's a tournament that at first grade our boys they played in DC, right? And they played against New World. If you're familiar with New World, they actually have
Nico's on that team.
They had a couple touted players inside the 2026-2027 class that they played. This was first grade. First, I would like to say that in true Wayne fashion, it got to a point where there were no parents in the gym because they got a little too turned up. So they had to kick everybody out. If you know what that means, right? But they also played Baba. If y'all are familiar with Baba, he was just number 1 player in 2027. He reclassed up to 2026. Jamal McKnight was there. I think he's top 20 inside 2027, depending on who you want to go to.
Nico.
You have Nico. That's 2026. He's top 50.
Yeah.
they played against a lot of those guys inside that one. But I just wanted to interject because you reminded me that we all had to look at it through like the little gym window, and we always like this because the gym got shut down.
It wasn't because of you, Wayne, was it?
Oh nah, I mean,
because you
let's
know
just say
Wayne, you good now, but they don't know.
Let's just say,
okay,
I saved a kid from a situation, and they thought I was trying to antagonize the kid, but I really was protecting the kid from the situation because I knew how my kid was gonna react.
Yeah.
So, if you know Wayne, like Wayne's never negativity.
No, it was never negativity. It was more so like I seen you know your kid, right? Everybody know their kid.
Yeah.
And you know your kid's pushing point or when they about to get physical. Yeah. For my kid, it's the bite of the bottom lip. When he lip, he's about to swing a fist.
Yeah.
I seen it, I interjected, grabbed my kid, I turned. I don't know what happened, but it seemed like the whole crowd from that side came to the court.
We was in inner city DC.
We were in inner city DC.
We was in inner city DC.
And
that's what these
Chocolate
families
City.
were.
So I just know as a man, you know, you see the crowd coming.
Wayne, do you remember the name of that tournament? Like it was a big thing.
It was the MIT.
MIT, that's what it was.
MIT in DC.
Yep.
So all I know is I see the crowd coming, and you know, as a man, you see the crowd coming. If you've been in altercations, you know, hey, 10 toes down, I'm starting to point out who I'm hitting first, who I'm defending first.
Already
processing all that stuff, bro. And the funny part about it, the coach that approached me, his name was Wayne. We found this out afterwards, though, you know, after cooler heads prevail. But
this was crazy coach. Wait, I don't want to call him crazy coach, but
very, very
train to win. This was train to win.
Yeah, very enigmatic going, you know. So
enigmatic is a good word.
They jumped out. I'm like I say, I'm ready, you know, because in the sense I feel like this is unwarranted, but at the same time, I'm out of my element, but I'm going to go out 10 toes down. Yeah. Just so happened it was a parent that used to play football at Shaw. I just felt the bump on my back. He was like, "I got you, big bro." And this was Chris Peavy's dad.
Chris Peavy.
And you know, from there, cooler heads prevailed. But what made me honestly calm down the whole situation was I looked over on the stands and my daughter was like, "Daddy." Yeah. And I just froze and went and grabbed my daughter and just everything went from there. But yeah, we had a situation where it kind of got kind of crazy though.
All right, that was a quick derail. All right, so after that, all three of us, our kids played Team United third grade.
Yeah.
Was that second grade? No, that
was second grade.
It was second grade. Yeah. Second grade. We all played Team United second grade. And that's where me and Trey met. And then Trey poached me as a parent coach. And so me and Trey did Grind Academy. You might not know.
It took half my damn team.
But
it took half my damn team.
Grind Academy, in essence, you know Ed Cook.
Yep.
So he had he was coaching EYBL, and he also had his own organization, which was Grind Academy, which eventually pretty much just became Team United as well. Mm-hmm. So I was coaching third and fourth grade during that time, and me and Wayne was coaching during that time. Not Wayne, me and Trey was coaching during that time.
I was with Team United.
Yeah, after that fifth grade Team United, I switched sides again, and I'm over there with Wayne for maybe seventh or eighth grade.
We were at fifth, sixth, seventh grade.
Yeah, fifth, sixth, seventh grade. And long story less long. Again, you about to hop into that middle school area where what you end up having is a lot of trips, and then there's a lot of that Saturday night conversation that happens where everybody finds their way into the
hotel lobby. The hotel lobby with a lot of spirits.
Yeah, a lot of apple juice.
A lot of apple
and
juice.
you just sitting there, you just conversing, politicking. And to be honest, like probably every time we went, I started like doing the team hotel thing a little bit, and I just tried to make sure we had a nice little lobby, hopefully have a bar, and you know, for better or worse, me and Wayne gonna stay up in that lobby, converse with. Listen, I was a single guy at this moment, so we just conversing with some team moms.
Everybody,
not even team moms, not our team moms, but we conversing with some moms, some dads,
coaches.
It might fuck around and be 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock.
And got a game.
We didn't talk. Hurt. Stories we can tell about that also.
Yes, sir.
But nonetheless, like So we just politicking in the lobby, and it's these exact same conversations. And with Trey, 9th, 10th grade, like we start bumping into each other more because our kids play in the same conference, and now we just at the games and we just talking the whole game. Sometimes you all you doing is having basketball conversation,
like nerds,
just nerds, and y'all just
nerds,
over there and like 9th grade. Listen, our kids play JV, and so like we going from the JV to the girls game to the boys game, like the varsity game, and we just talking. You think we just best friends at just talking, just talking. And so eventually it came down to the idea, like one, like I enjoy talking basketball. I already got all these cameras in here because I do a bunch of other things. And like we kind of said, like, we all enjoy having these conversations. You know what I mean? Why not make a thing out of it?
You remember what game you pitched it? I'm hitting them with the, how the old lady our anniversary. You remember the game?
I don't know. I'm imagine it's Chambers versus
Chambers,
Hopewell. Chambers, Hopewell.
And we was looking.
It was at Hopewell. Yeah.
Well, let me ask y'all this. Then. So from Chambers Hopewell game to the conversation to execution, how long did it take?
Oh, right. I ain't gonna lie.
Go ahead.
He was proactive.
He was proactive. So he called me one day, was like, bro, come over, let's do a trial run. So literally, we never put that footage out there, but there's about a 3-hour trial run of us, me and him, just sitting here talking.
Yeah.
We put a few Instagram little clips and everything, and we kind of commented on that. We really tried to find the lane that we were going to use, and we started putting it out, and literally, we didn't expect to get the questions back, like putting out, what should we talk about, and we got a lot of responses of, like, what do you do with a reclass? Like, how would you do it? Like, how do you find an AAU team? How do you feel like that team is best for your son? Like, what do you do when the coach ain't playing your son? Like, we was getting questions like that. Like, oh, word?
Yeah. And then we
always talk about this.
We also had Bobby Brown over here, right here. Where what is it? Is it Otis?
Otis.
Not Otis. Otis. What's the man?
Talking about David Ruffin.
David Ruffin.
Man,
we had David Ruffin. Like that. Yeah. So Trey.
They ain't looking to come and see you, Otis.
Right. Not Otis. He was David Ruffin.
They ain't coming to see you, Otis. They coming to see
me.
you.
It took a while for him to be like, I ain't pump faking.
Right.
And I'm gonna actually just pull up. And so like we had even that first one that me and Wayne did. Yeah, he was supposed to pull up, pump fake.
Look, look.
The next time he was driving back from Duke. Shout out to that Duke flag that we got up there.
Duke flag right there.
He went to go see Isaiah Evans play.
Yeah, he was about to pump fake us.
He came back crookers. I don't know what.
Yeah,
but he was about to pump fake us. I convinced him. He turned around on 485.
I did,
and he pulled up on us. And you know what I mean, like the vibe and the energy. Like it kind of said.
I will say we already got chemistry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
yeah, for sure.
Where my headspace was at that time, I'm like, man, I wasn't like downplaying what he was talking about. It's just like I ain't there, and I wanted to be perfect. I wanted to be I'm like, I can't go on the camera looking.
Oh, he wanted to shape up
the new team.
Yeah, man, you gotta let that ride.
He told me. He said, look, bro. He like, look, bro. He kind of like talk. He like, man, no, man, you gotta come, bro, man. Like, man, you don't have to do. You ain't gotta be like that, man. Come on.
All right, so let me ask y'all this one then, since I got that story. What is the goal for Open Gym Podcast, though? What's where y'all see yourself in the next 2 years in this space?
I think that, and I'll start it off and I'll kind of toss it down the line. I think that there is a bunch of avenues for it. In general, it's trying to position ourselves as a space where we're not know-it-alls, but like we have the conversations that a lot of these parents that are being introduced to every single stage have. That can manifest itself through, like, we're doing a live show with the
Steve Smith Classic.
Yeah, Steve Smith Classic for
matter of fact, y'all playing it in the Steve Smith Classic with Moravians in
what
there.
What date is it? What
November 20th.
I gotta look at the schedule.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if we was in it last year, I think.
Yeah.
So
Y'all
we're
playing- because it was at Garinger last year.
yeah, we're doing a live show there. So like live shows will be definitely like one of those things.
Oh, bet.
I
I'm gonna
I
pop
could
out. I'm gonna have to step out.
Yeah.
You gonna be there?
Come on.
Y'all playing?
Yeah. I'm gonna have to join the party.
Nah,
tonight.
pop on
Yeah,
for
for
real.
sure,
Nah,
for
for sure.
So of course live shows, I think that's definitely something that's to engage in. I think that we as we're going through, especially once our kids make it out, there's a bunch of clinics that we can have for parents of dads that have went all the way through the process. And these conversations, I think that it's a very useful space that we're in. And right now we're all figuring it out at the same time, that a lot of parents can get value for it. Where like we can talk through the whole coaching our kid in elementary or not coaching our kid inside elementary or middle school and what that looks like. We could talk through the sneaker circuit, these tournaments, if it's a scam, XYZ, because we done paid for some bad tournaments and we done went to some good tournaments for free. Right.
Yeah. Or watch out for the P. Diddy program director.
The P. Diddy. Well, that I don't even like that. There's a bunch of connotations to that. So
we ain't talking baby oil. We talking contract.
There we go. There we go. All right,
talking about the contract.
I didn't know where he was going into that at first.
Yeah, we ain't talking baby oil, guy.
But
Lord have mercy.
So I think that positioning ourselves inside a space where and then shout out merch, shout out to the super chats. We'd love to have everybody's favorite whoever on here moving forward inside. I forget what the year range you gave us, but
2 years.
In 2 years, of course, not I ain't gonna get a sneaker, so we'll record that. But you know what I mean, just inside like more official spaces, enjoying it, real good vibes. That's what I would say. Wayne, Trey.
Yeah, I would say being more live. I'm thinking more like, some of these games, like the live event that you start speaking of, maybe just getting in some of these schools and being live and kind of really talking to these athletes after the game, like getting some of that raw footage. Fresh off the court, and we like, hey, come on, this is the guy that was doing this.
What the kids call it, media, real media.
Yeah, and just talk to him and see where his head is.
I think especially within 2 years, you're gonna say that we gonna experience some things from a dad, from a coaching aspect, that we can almost be like a vlog type type thing. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna be able to kind of give some days of things that most parents will be looking forward to, and parents that are going through it and may not have been athletes themselves. Like there are a lot of parents that are raising athletes that were never athletes themselves.
Have no clue about
have no clue what to expect.
Have a lot to say too.
Have a lot to say, but have no clue. You know what I mean? Which is a beauty of it. You know what I mean? Being able to tap into a resource that is your peer that went through it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like we're not the dads that have played at a professional level that we can, afford some of the things that some of the professional athletes have, but we're literally getting it from the mud. You know what I mean? Like our kids gonna be those kids gonna be like, well, damn, he wasn't there. Played JV ninth grade. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like literally was not ranked on any website, 8th grade, 7th grade, none of that type stuff, but literally just came out of, I can say out of nowhere though, but just out the mud. You know what I mean? So be able to provide a POV from that perspective. And then for me, I'm going to be provided a perspective of coaching that I've never experienced. Within 2 years, who's to say I may not have won a state championship, but just that journey.
They really came in this year. I like this.
That journey.
I ain't heard Wayne drag it. Okay.
The journey of what may be.
State champions in 2 years.
Well, I'm just saying the journey of what may be is going to be something also to actually, be able to put out there and give a perspective from there as well, because I'm someone that went from coaching the male to coaching female, and but also still involved with the males game as well through the recruiting, through the actual training, everything like that, the guidance. Like I've talked to so many parents since this show has came out. Like we watch your show, like
bro,
and I like what y'all talk about. That's the main thing.
Quick, I think that is also like, and that's why I wanted to say like the resource thing. The main comment that we get in these videos and inside the Instagram is like, man, I stumbled upon y'all and I've learned so much from just the conversation. And I think that is like one of our biggest things that we're trying to put out. Just continue being a resource, because one thing is that, like, as you see, like, we all will disagree on a bunch of different things, but what we're doing in real time is discussing the options that as parents you have to think about for this crazy little Wild West that is youth basketball.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
and it's crazy.
And like, so going forward, like what they can expect within the next couple of weeks was leading up in, well, next couple of podcasts we're going to film leading into the Steve Smith Classic is myself and a few Big Mac trying to set up a lot of Oak Hill Charlotte alumni to really come on. So I've talked to Coach Justin Gray at Coastal Carolina. We're gonna be able to get him on a Zoom. He's not gonna be able to come in person because of the schedule. He's gonna come on the Zoom and give perspective from his journey from Charlotte to Oak Hill to even where he's at, Wake Forest, played with Chris Paul, opportunity to play overseas, but becoming a coach and even his perspective as a coach, what he's looking for. Because he actually did a great job at the camp of pulling the parents to the side and literally breaking down a lot of information, not just for Coastal, but just for college coaches, parents that are having athletes being recruited. Like, it was a lot of great information.
Can I ask you something on that?
Yes, sir.
And I would want to see how you guys would feel. And I ain't gonna say the school because I don't, we are getting the people.
Oh, no, for sure.
Want nobody come on here and be like, oh man, he made us look bad. But
for sure.
I went to a camp.
Yeah.
And the college coach was there, but then he announced, like, yo, ain't no need to come up to me and talk to me about nothing, and just like walked out. How would y'all feel about
Well,
how would y'all feel
I will
about
say
that
this right here.
bringing and it was people, because I try to recruit a kid from DC.
No,
you get what I'm saying? I try
no.
to recruit him, like, I'm in DC, but I'm down here. I'm like, oh, but dang, the coach just walked out.
Nah.
How would you feel, like, because you said he
talked
to the parents?
So kind of going through my experience as a player.
Yeah.
When I was being recruited, actually, me and my grandmother went to a visit to a school, and literally we experienced that. It was like, been talking to the head coach and assistant coach. We get there, we got there a little early, so you're asking around like, where's the basketball coach? Go to his office. Hey, coach, we're here for the camp and everything. Hey, how you doing? Yeah, Coach Steve is gonna take care of you and everything like that. Didn't talk to him no more on the visit. Of course, I didn't go to that school, but my first experience of going through that, I was like, oh wow. Now that rubbed my grandma the wrong way.
Yeah,
she was like, he's not gonna talk to us.
Right.
But that is the standard.
Yeah.
And not to be funny,
the accessible part, I get that.
That's the standard. Now there are some like Coach Gray.
So he's the
Coastal.
outlier. Okay.
Yeah.
He made time. I literally sat there and watched him. He made time to take pictures and shake hands, kiss the babies, like they say.
Even if you don't do that, though, you come to my camp, right? And it's over. I could at least say, hey guys, I appreciate y'all coming out, I'll be in contact with some of these that I see. And it's a better way to just say, it ain't no need to come up here and shake my hand. God bless you and good night. He out of there.
I totally agree with you on that.
I was like, yo,
I agree with you, but at the same time,
was this a high caliber coach though?
No,
just
D1.
You talking about mid-major, D1, D2,
D2.
It's around here. We'll talk about it off camera.
So it's D2.
Yeah, but
I mean, and not saying that's no excuse. We just kind of trying to get a feel for.
And I get that you can't shake everybody's hand.
Like if you go to Duke,
listen. If you go to a camp, if you talk D2, he should have been shaking everybody's
Coach K or something like
that. He ain't got pick of the litter.
Okay.
I mean, he should be begging.
Well, listen, Coach Trey, like you know this as a director.
I already know what you're talking about.
Bad coaches.
You said what is?
I said you know this as a program director.
Oh yeah,
it's good coaches.
Oh yeah, it is.
Sometimes you run across them.
Yeah.
Or there are some coaches who are just not personable.
Yeah,
they're just basketball oriented.
But you want to know how I look at that, and they're not in that sense. But I just say you should know what you sign up for. Like I had a experience with an NBA player. I ain't gonna say his name, but he's in Charlotte all the time. And one of my cousin was with me when we seen him. And he was like, oh, that's him. And he tried to go over there. And of course, the security's doing his job. But he was like, he ain't going to be doing none of that right now. And I get that. But, bro, you are who you are, though, to these kids. You get what I'm saying? Like, I get you got
Trey,
a person.
You can't just run up on AI.
I know. Why you say his name?
In certain ones, you ain't gonna run up on. You're not running up on input. You're not running up on.
This is not an uncommon experience.
I know, but it's a kid.
He gonna be at you probably met him at North Lake.
Yeah, but it's
you
like
was at North Lake.
And you're not North Lake.
He be at North Lake all the time.
But it's like, come on, bro.
That security gonna turn him away every time.
Every time. But you know who you are.
We love it.
Yeah, we love them, but still, like, you know who you are, though. That's a part of being a celeb, right?
If you ain't calling him Bubba Chuck, he ain't giving you no love anyway. If you don't know him as Chuck and he don't know you, you might as well just say, hey, bro.
Man. I told that Tay Kenny kid, he was out there and he was doing, I said, look, one day you're going to have a shoe. Yep. I'm like, these are the kids that's going to be buying this shoe. Keep doing this. Because he would take a picture with, he just played a game. You could tell he was tired. But I'm like, these kids going to be buying your shoe, bro. And the dude that was with him was like, that's real shit. Like, don't turn them away. You know what I'm saying? That's a highlight for them. If it's a parent, I get it. It's grown ass man. Yeah, but it's a kid though. You get what I'm saying? Like, that's all I'm saying.
I get that, but and we can move on to this, but you got to think about this right here. And sometimes I'm in my personal life, I'm in my personal space. If I do it for one, I got to do it for 50 to 100.
Well, don't come out at that time. Look, I'm gonna tell you. No, listen. Years ago, when Steve Smith was the man, look, bro, I knew somebody. I had got a pair of Jordans. Check this out. I knew somebody that worked at East Lamar. Shout out to East Lamar. I miss you.
Damn, you aging yourself,
man. But I went to East Lamar early because I knew the dude. He's like, just come to this, walk in. Steve Smith was in there when nobody else was in there. Bad little joint with him. But it could have been his wife, whatever. But he had it shut down. He had the limbs, the store, the joint was shut. Couldn't nobody go in there and say, I respect that. Because he came out at 5, 6 in the morning. And he did that. But if you come out peak time, what you think gonna happen? All right, come on, man. All right, you got people walking around in the mall. Like,
all right. So I guess as we begin to wrap up, I'll leave it with you first. Any last questions, last thoughts?
Last question, man. I think that opened the door up. Got a lot of information from y'all, man. Let me ask you this though. How do y'all plan on like growing the platform? Because I think you can do it in multiple ways. It don't always have to be a podcast. You know what I'm saying? And I think y'all have a lot of content because y'all got 1, 2, 3. You know what I'm saying? What is y'all take on like doing like day in the life where it's just about coach dealing with the girls, him with travel ball, and then you just with your son, like, you know what I'm saying? So it's more behind the scenes, it's more, a little more personal. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Man, what's your angle?
Oh,
you know
listen,
what I'm saying? What's your angle?
Sound like you pitching us ideas.
Hey, sound like you need to be the 4th member. I just need to merge. You know me. Everybody know me. I'm just always trying to bring people together.
Well, you know, YouTube got that new feature though, where you know,
collab. And both platforms eat off that. You know what I mean? So, but now to say, I thought about that. I haven't brought it to his idea because I was more so thinking about the how and the when, the how and the when more so than anything else, because I would say the perfect time to do it right now, if I was do it for myself, would be like off season right now. Like do some off season stuff now and then come back like January and like check back in on the season, like, you know, and be able to kind of mid-season and be kind of like to build that content, you know, and be like, you know, and really be able to merge it together, you know, and that would be like a dope concept. I mean, he has a way he can kind of do where same thing with like Fall League, like really focusing like on what you're doing with the youth. And like leaving out middle school and high school, just going straight like 6th grade down and like looking at the journey now.
Right.
Like what does that fall look like for a kid that's, you know, coming off of AAU summer,
right?
You know, 4th grade, 5th grade, parents done paid by 4 or 5 trainers.
Right.
Done paid for about 4 or 5 trainers.
Man.
You know how that goes.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you,
kid got the most one-on-one skills than anybody outside. Don't know how to make a chest pass or a bounce pass.
I tell you this way, and we putting it out there. We want a camera guy that could do that because it's hard getting these little dudes. They like being at the high school games more than just, you know, I be trying to like hey, how much it is? I need you to come talk to a little kid for Sunday. Hey, I want to get you out there. I want to get this. Oh man, but you see him at every high school game.
But
It's
you
like,
gotta
are y'all
provide
really
it, but
getting
you gotta
paid
help
like
them
that?
understand the avenue in which they can build.
Shoot, money.
Well,
That's
it's not even that.
that
Though.
I'm paying.
It's not even that though, because
Yeah, they think a little different.
they think a little different, especially them videographers. Like you gotta think about like it's almost like you got to trade now.
Yeah,
So me just showing up for anything is
fair.
there's a compensation just for that.
yeah.
And then my content and my skill set of what I provide for your players and your program is another skill set.
I pay them for their time. Like
You have to.
I pay.
Even from the rip. Like,
And I
just
say
to-
you gotta start with the youth, like really build, like instead of trying to get someone that's established, help them develop as you
Oh,
develop.
that's next.
And that'll probably
got
be
that
like
in the work.
You know what I mean?
though.
Like
Yeah,
literally
that's
help
what
them
it is.
develop like
especially with that new YouTube algorithm now. You
Bruh.
can, hey, look, bro, you can come do behind the scenes,
Mhm.
and now it's on our platform. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Because the guy I got now, solid dude. I paid him for his time every
Yeah.
time, and then, and then to me, man, I think when you pay somebody, when you pay them how they feel,
Right.
I feel like they're more apt to really give you more game.
Oh,
than
for
what you
sure.
paid
Right.
for, you know what I'm
And-
saying?
And that's what I'm
Man,
willing
even
to
if
do.
they're young, you know what I'm saying?
But I also say this. This is the balance of it. So what you have to understand with those kids that if they're good with the camera
Mhm.
and they show up to their game, if they're smart, I've seen this so many times. They're going to record the JV game, they're going to record the girls game, and they're going to record the boys game.
and the
And
cheerleaders.
and the
cheerleaders.
cheerleaders.
Yep.
But what they're going to do afterward, don't let them also be able to be good with pitches. So the pitches, they tell every single kid on there,
Right.
20 for the pick, I give you 10 up. I send you 10 up.
Guess what?
But then every single kid, listen, I got the raw version of
Raw
your clips,
version,
and then I
yep.
got the edited. We can go 25. I mean, or depending on the kid, maybe 35 up, 20
Q.
or 35, right?
I'm thinking like you, Q. He coming to Carolina courts. There's plenty of courts, and then
right.
Only you gonna
But
get me,
that's
you
the
gonna
thing
get,
is that if you just show up,
yeah,
say you a kid that you got 10, but you always get 2.
yeah.
You gonna hit mom, Duke. So hey, he said he'd give me the clips and I can get a little mix.
Mm-hmm.
They gonna pay it like that.
I got
So
a
you
couple
can,
of
so
them
then
that's
you
gonna
can
do that.
leave, especially if you're doing a high school game,
Yeah.
and then you think about like all 3 of those.
Mhm.
You could leave making 500 off that game with just a 20-30 lick here there.
Y'all hear
20,
that?
30 here,
So come to
there-
my game because it's 12 courts and you gonna make 500. I'm gonna pay you and you gonna make 500. Just come to my game.
Well, the
dog.
biggest thing also I feel like you have to also teach the kids the game too.
Yeah.
So it's like not necessarily you tell them how to do what they do, but it's like, okay, all right, you're gonna come here, you're gonna make 500
Mhm.
or 3 to 400, right? Let's invest back into yourself.
Mhm.
Right. Okay, so now you got the one camera. So like invest to that longer lens that gives you that, you know what I mean? Like
Mhm.
I don't know all the terminology for the cameras itself,
Mhm.
though, and I'm not gonna cheap shot myself, but y'all know what I mean by that. Like help them kids invest in building their brand up as well.
And without I say like
and
the perfect
lead with that, dog. Lead
Like
with that.
listen
I
here,
agree.
I'm here to invest in you. You're investing in me, and I'm investing in you.
lead with that.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
look,
Like
I
make
done
it a partnership
I done
instead
seen
of
a lot of
I'm a coach and I'm looking down a player or a person. Nah, it's a partnership,
Look,
bro.
you know me. That's what I'm
Yeah.
doing.
Yeah.
But guess what? It's hard. It's
Oh, no,
hard
it
to
is.
get those little guys, man.
I'll say this.
Get your
Like
young lady,
I know
bro.
we all give our shout outs to end the show. I'll start my shout outs with this. To exactly what y'all are speaking about, there's a kid that does exemplify it. And this is also for every kid to understand that your route with basketball doesn't always have to be on the court. You ain't got to be dribbling it.
Correct.
Like
You're
once
talking
you
about-
understand it, like there's a big avenue for you there. There's a kid that I remember first, second, third grade. He was the guy when it came to hooping. Like our kids, they was on his team. His dad was coaching it, and he was the guy. And you fast forward 10 years, right? You fast forward 10 years, he is now on the camera. He's gotten contracts with CP3. He's went. They've paid for his flights. They paid for
CPI.
CPI now. They pay for his flights. They pay for him to go everywhere. He records. This is a high school kid.
Mhm.
And shout out Cheat Code. Shout out
Yep.
Stanley.
Stanley
where-
Potts, yo.
Stanley
sir.
Potts.
Cheat code.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
where like in the name Cheat
Yes,
Code.
sir. Cheat
It's
code.
Cheat Code on the shot. It came from back in the day.
Mhm.
Like he was nice.
He was
Like,
cold.
He was
Because he
cooking.
stayed in the gym.
Yeah,
Chico stayed in the gym.
Yeah, and like he found eventually through like middle school XYZ. I don't know whether he felt that like I ain't got the passion for it or like whatever the whole thing was, but he understood.
He found his lane.
I still got a bunch of friends that need this, and I enjoy doing this. And I remember seeing him pick up like just the regular camera, and that transition to like, as Wayne is saying, like you might have like a longer lens or more expensive lens XYZ, and like now he's doing content day in the life every single day. EYBL contracted with CP3, contracted with CPI, and like he's found his lane. So that'd be my shout out.
Even Gorilla Fam too. You know what I mean? Gorilla Fam was one.
I
He
found out Team Charlotte.
He played with Team Charlotte. Actually, you know, came up through the AAU circuit and really just, you know, started taking pictures of his peers, and it turned to just a whole lot of things. So
yeah,
like y'all can understand that these are young entrepreneurs.
Yeah,
these are kids that literally fresh out of high school or still in high school that like literally have started making a career for themselves. So like understanding this game itself can open so many doors, and maybe not just on the court, but off the court, you know, with your knowledge, your awareness, your IQ, your acumen for the game, the resources you built by playing the game. Like use those things, because let this game, like we all know, like the saying say, make that money, let the money make you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this is a prime opportunity right now. It's wide open. Like it's so funny. There's so many kids that we're pushing towards trades now versus going to college. You know, I mean, not necessarily saying you shouldn't be going to college though, but college ain't for everybody. You know what I mean? And them trades is out here, and that photography, that videographer, that's a heck of a trade right now within the high school and middle school game and the just travel ball circuit. That if you get in and make a name for yourself, get you some business cards, get you a nice little flyer on your page, like be able to stand out. Man, sky's the limit for you.
No, that's a fact. I guess Trey, any closing shout out?
Any glazing?
Yeah, I'm done. Yeah, I already gave my guy
glaze when y'all done.
Yeah, I already gave. I already got my guy E, but I feel like we didn't get enough about you, bro. Like I'm gonna ask you this question since you asked questions.
Talk to me.
I'm gonna use a little segment of the knuckleheads.
Okay.
When you was playing,
okay.
Like, you know, like is there any battle or player you played against that just you couldn't get that he just busted your ass? And, and then then on the other end, on the receiving end,
I was. Goodness gracious!
I mean, we hoopers, and I'll say this. Listen.
Hey, yo, I feel like we're gonna be like, "Damn, Daddy, bust your ass."
Then he said on the receiving end. That's what made it crazy.
That's what made it like, yo,
I'll say this, right? Like going into this, I looked you up, right? I typed your name in and like it pulled up like a clip of you playing for the Tornadoes. So
Bavar College, man.
Yeah, and then like it had like it was a game you scored like 20 plus, and it gave the breakdown of like your team went up by this and you went this, and he went on to do this. It was like a nice little clip.
Yeah,
and I'm like, I would like to know, like even with that journey, right? Like
that's
memorable.
Man. I'll say this. Growing up playing travel ball, the guard I remember that really I said it's about 3 of them, but we're just gonna brief touch them. Jerome Randall, I seen him and Ish went at it, but Jerome Randall was so damn quick and can shoot. The guard that busted my ass from New York Gauchos, bro, Edgar Sosa. We played them at the Boo Williams.
Sosa,
and he was just
crazy names.
Louisville, right? That's Louisville.
Yeah, Louisville, man.
Yeah.
He was just he played hard, man. He just really
let's stint in the league too.
Yeah, man. He played hard, and I would say we was younger. That's when that reclass was coming around. But I tell you this, that damn OJ Mayo was a man. At a young age, like him and Bill Walker, I think, with West Virginia Express. Like, you know what I'm saying? Them boys.
He almost ended up in Charlotte.
Did he?
Yeah, that was a story I was told. There was some people that his dad was tied to that was going to have him actually find his way to Charlotte, but it didn't work out. Ended up going to Huntington Prep though. But I found that he almost ended up in Charlotte somewhere.
Yes, and then just a brief basketball wise, I'll just say I did prep school at Hope Christian Academy with Sean Wiseman my last year. I had JT Thompson, Kenny, LaRon Denny. I ended up committing to South Carolina State. I reclassed, but I couldn't pass the SAT. Wild. I just couldn't do it. Then they got a new coach. Took a whole year, almost 2 years off. Went JUCO, led the country in scoring. Then I verbally committed to University of California, Riverside. So as I'm going out there, I'm playing, get back in shape. I'm older. I'm 21 now.
Sure.
I done work. Don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? Been through it. And man, I tore my ACL, dog. Like after I verbally committed, and then the junior college asked me, did I still want to come? I said, yeah. So I just finished. They quit recruiting me, as they supposed to. The guy named was Von Webb, cool guy. He shot it with me, and then I just ended up at Brevard, man. And I just think more that ACL kind of woke me up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? I had to focus, a little bit more focus on things outside of ball. So, and that's where I'm at, man. So I just coach, give back my knowledge, man. You know
That's
what I'm saying?
what's
That's it. That's like my ministry.
We need you in the schools, bro. What we talking about, the science teachers and all. We need you in the schools.
No, he said he prep all the way.
I ain't big. Yeah, man. I ain't big on nothing public school. I ain't big on no government running anything. I ain't anti-government. I'm big on do for self. You know what I mean? I'm big on that. Yeah,
that's for sure.
Sure.
All right. I guess any last shout out statements.
Oh yeah, man. Let me give a little bit of glaze, man. You know
There we go.
Baby. Hey, but listen, man, I'm gonna give glaze to my camera guys, man. My man Focus. He be at all our games, TLB, wherever we playing, he's there, man. Hit him up. He do content. My other camera guy is CJ Visuals, Moravian. He does a great job for editing. I'd recommend watching him if you can. His slow motion clips. And another young camera guy, young dude named JP Flicks. At our practices, man, all three of those camera guys there, and they do a good job on collabing and then talking. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I give kudos to them boys though, man. They do real good.
Shout out to y'all, yeah.
I'm gonna give a shout out to the class of 2002. Melo just made it to the Hall of Fame.
Shout out to the guys.
D. Will just made it to the Hall of Fame. Talking about Darian Williams made it to the Hall of Fame. Those are my peers.
Slept on point guard. Was one of the best point guards in the NBA for a little stint.
It was in my class of 02. So
window.
Shout out to them guys for sure. Dwight Howard made it as well. Dwight Howard made it.
Like Darren Williams. I didn't put it together. But yes, put a hat on Darren Williams.
He will. Tayshaun Prince made it. Also Michael Redd.
Yeah.
Carlos Boozer as well. But definitely shout out to my class of 2002. One of the best classes that ever came out of high school. Melo made it. Like I say, D. Will. We was that class was tough. And that's on a national stage. Isn't locally we was tough, but on a national stage, that's what our class looked like, though, for sure, though. But yeah, that's my shout outs for the day and for the podcast. Yeah, I think that's about it.
Got you. All right, so nonetheless, this has been a fun conversation. Again, we have G the Investor. You have Hoop Lounge TV. Make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe. Follow.
Go check bro out too, though, man. Go check bro out, bro, for sure.
Sure
good content, man, for sure.
Really, really, really good content. He's had some of the guys, and they've had some really good conversations. Shout out Rico. Rico gave a lot of game.
Rico's my dog, man.
Shout out to Beyond Basketball. I can't remember his name.
Tyshawn.
Tion.
Hey, matter of fact, shout out to Tion. That was the first All-American camp that our kids went to back in down in Georgia. The first year he did that. Zion, Elijah Boyd, Tazier, Bryce Gary, Lil Chance, Links, and all of them. They collabed up down there for sure. But no, that was shout out to Tion. Tion from North Carolina anyway, though. We got
Forest City.
He from North Carolina for sure.
Yeah, that was one of those ones when you came on the radar. I was like, because I had actually just been talking to him about getting him on, and you got him. I was like, God.
Yeah, man. Me and Tion go back though with Forest City though.
As it should be.
That's him.
Sure. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe him. Run him up. He's on Instagram and YouTube, Hoop Lounge TV. Again, we are Open Gym Podcast. Catch us Steve Smith Classic. What's the date, Wayne?
November 20th and 21st.
Again, we're on YouTube, Instagram, Open Gym TV. Like, comment, subscribe. This has been a fun episode. Again, shout out to the guys. I am Coach Q.
Coach T, who I be in, you could have told me my knees was ashy too, Q.
Listen, I ain't that close. I ain't close.
Coach way too nice, Coach Wayne, bro. Shout out to G.
And with
Shout
that
out to
said,
G.
from coaches to casuals, grassroots to the league, this is Open Gym. We out. Peace.
Peace. Appreciate
Yes,
y'all, man.
sir.
Appreciate
Yes,
y'all.
sir. Yes, sir.